Hey Jackson, you want to come to the beach?
Yeah, but you've got to drive though.
Why can't you drive? I drove last time.
I sold my car.
Why did you sell your car?
I needed some cash for Bitcoin. I thought it was in a dip.
You sold your car.
Don't even worry, Lachlan. I'll be able to buy a brand new BMW with the gains I'm gonna make. Don't even fret.
I'm gonna fret. That's the last thing you had. You don't have anything left.
Stop fretting. I've got plenty of money. It's just all in crypto. I'm investing.
That's not investing. What if it falls?
It's the future, Lachlan. Why are you all up in my ass about it?
I'm up your ass because I have to buy you lunch every time we go out because you have no money.
My money is in a blockchain. It's all secure there.
You can't spend it. It's not currency.
It's digital currency.
Well then buy me a Subway.
I can't.
Why not?
They don't take Bitcoin, and also I don't want to spend it anyway.
You can't literally invest all the money you have. You have to keep some of it to be money.
But it's going to grow, Lachlan. You don't understand.
And what's the point of growing it if you're too scared to ever take it out?
Because I'm rich.
You're literally going to die a millionaire with no actual possessions.
I'd rather that than die poor.
I'd rather die poor and have spent all my money on life stuff than die technically rich, but all my money is in fucking Shiba Inu.
And NFTs.
Oh, for fuck's sake, do not get me started.
My NFT is gonna blow, you just wait.
You spent 30 grand on it.
It's a waiting game.
It's a bubble.
You're a bubble.
What?
You're a fucking bubble, mate.
How am I a bubble?
Do something called investing.
Uh-oh. Oh,
This
Christ.
started with Papa John's Pizza years ago. He dropped the N-bomb years ago, and the stock of Papa John's plummeted on pure emotion. People are like, oh, it's terrible. People still like the pizza. The fundamentals didn't change. So I just bought the shit out of the stock. 2 days later, it was right back where it was.
Ooh, that's a smart move.
And I call it investing because of that. So I look for these emotional drops in stock. So the other day with the Cracker Barrel thing, it's like, no one really gives a shit about the rebranding. So the stock plummeted.
So I
jumped money in 2 days. It wasn't a big hit, but $2,000 in 2 days. I pulled out. It went back down. I'm like, fine. Investing works, people.
It's socially, what you just said was abhorrent, but fiscally wise.
Yes, I'm fiscally racist.
Pretty wise.
Just put in 30% of your entire portfolio into this meme coin, which is pretty much held by snipers.
Who are the snipers? Go get the snipers. Go arrest the snipers.
We don't know who they are, but they're dumping on you. Do you want to sell here, Mr. Expert, or what should we do?
What? I don't even know how to sell. I've never sold in my life.
Well, what we can do is we can monitor what the whales are doing.
What the?
If the whales are selling...
Now there's whales involved. What the hell are you talking about? Can you guys speak to me a bit on English?
Okay, so we have influencers, insiders, whales, snipers.
If we buy 5 RMs, okay, it's so much easier to move them around than art.
We can't move the money, Louis.
Papa, it's just so much simpler to be buying watches as opposed to art pieces.
watches out. I don't understand what you are saying. What
We're
don't
talking
you
about
understand
the
anything?
putain money laundering issue that
Money
we
laundering?
have.
Louis! We are not a drug cartel. We don't do money laundering.
No, I not money. I meant tax avoidance.
Tax avoidance. Ah, man, ça va. Okay. Buy the watches. Okay, I didn't know what you meant. Why you don't say what you mean?
Help.
Okay.
Investing. Don't know what to do, what it is, but I need help. I need help.
Okay, so I would recommend, so me personally, I have 1.3 million in XRP. So right now it's about $2 and something cents, but the community knows that when I know it will bump up to $10, I'm going to be basically set for life. So I would highly recommend buying XRP. Why are you crying?
What the hell did you just say?
XRP. It's.
I couldn't even understand what X could even stand for.
It doesn't stand for anything. It's just like, XRP doesn't stand for anything like explicitly. It's just like
I'm screwed. Crypto men come this way. Help me.
Just put money into XRP and then you're set for life.
Put my money in it.
Or just spend it all. Whatever you want to do.
Well, will the IRS come after me if I, they won't come after me if I do that?
You haven't paid taxes in 2 years, so they're going to come after you anyway.
Not if I had my money in this XPR stuff. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Just do that.
I really think XRP could hit $10,000.
XRP definitely could hit $10,000. BlackRock is about to buy $9 trillion worth of XRP.
That's insane. Soulface, what do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, definitely 1,000%. XRP is about to hit $10,000, especially because of them going after the SWIFT banking system.
Okay, Gabe, what do you think, bro?
Without a doubt, XRP to 10 bands, and the reason is XRP has intrinsic value. Bitcoin doesn't.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
XRP $10,000? No question.
Okay, cool. Luke, what do you think?
Absolutely. Wisdom Tree just recently filed an ETF. It's going to go berserk.
Okay, cool. Sage, what do you think, bro?
I think XRP could 100% hit $10,000 simply if they just take over the SWIFT banking system, which will put their market cap well over 1.2 quadrillion.
You fucking come over here where it's safe. That's it, mate. Come on.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Clarence, mate, you alright?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Fuck, get out of there.
Fucking hell. Poor cunt.
Oh, yeah, Clarence, mate. Yeah, she'll be alright now.
Yeah, mate.
Jesus. Just hold on. Oh, no. Fucking early. Fucking that scene of War of the Worlds? Have you seen War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
The lightning's just fucking constantly coming down and fucking hitting. The fucking tripods come out and they fucking start killing
You're missing
everyone.
a once-in-a-lifetime sighting here. Major live in concert.
Hey?
You're missing the whole thing, cunt.
You seen the original War of the Worlds?
Yeah, Steve.
Clarence, I'm fucking sorry, mate. What we can do? Holy shit. Oh, God. Just hang in there, mate.
It looks like he's still breathing. He's still breathing.
What am I gonna do? I'm Hitler's top guy. Adolf Hitler chose me to lead the revolution. Oh. Adolf Hitler needs me? Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to bat for you, Hitler. I got your back, Hitler.
Taking loads again. Got pregnant cause she's taking loads again. Don't know the daddy cause it could be one of 10. Got a due date cause she's taking loads again. Taking loads again. Had too many lovers, now she'll have a baby. Getting help from friends.
This is your song, thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. Thank you. Slaves. This is your song, thank you. Estamos de fiesta con Jesús. Aquí lo queremos y todos reunidos en la mesa. Escrito que va a ser. Estamos de fiesta con Jesús. Aquí lo queremos y todos reunidos en la mesa. Escrito que va a ser.
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right.
Don't gamble. Oh yeah, don't gamble money that you can. Man. I mean, unless it's a lock. There's no such thing as a lock. Unless it's a lock. If it's a lock, oh my God, it's a little different.
But when you go all in on something, I would say that does take conviction. Now, your conviction might be.
How many chairs are you sitting on right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair? The point really is you put on one pair of glasses. You've got one pair of AirPods right now. You're looking at me through one screen. You're using one microphone. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is things in your life. Do you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you take a different way? You know? So my point really is, if you're you get on one airplane, are you convicted? You put your entire family on the one airplane. Aren't you afraid? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best. Okay. But take all your money, buy Bitcoin. Then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin. Then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest.
Boom! What's going on, you guys? Welcome to Moongang 191 Uptober. I'm here joined by Charlie.
It's a good day. The Vikings kicked ass and took names.
That's right. And I lost my parlays, part of the course.
Yeah, me too.
I think I did like a counter trade one where I was like, one of them actually hit. I think the ones, who knows? We'll see. But now, if there's anything you can learn from this, never bet on the Jets.
Yes, correct. That is the takeaway of the day. And, we thought the Packers, the Fudge Packers, would beat down the Browns, but it turned out it went the opposite way. The Browns beat up the Packers. What does that mean? Is the question of the day now. Means the Packers are always overrated. That's what it means. So don't bet on the Jets. The Packers are overrated. Gotcha,
man. But we got some people in the chat today. I think it was Vic was the first person in here, man. Shout out to Vic. Vish. What's going on?
Yeah.
And of course, who is selling? Not me. That's right. And Cesar Gomez, man. There is no second best crypto course in the world. CMC. Let's get this money. Damn right. And yeah, it's we are in a perp dex meta right now, a little bit right now. It's funny seeing Twitter going to go crazy. It was like, you guys are really crossing this bridge to head over to Temu Hyperliquid. But most users don't care if the product works that well. They care if they're getting rich off of it. I'm serious. Imagine that the website was an Etch-a-Sketch essentially, but every time you bought the coin, you keep checking, you keep making more money on it. I'm an Etch-a-Sketch maxi. Yeah, you're making money. That's at the end of the day, And this always happens every rollout and stuff like that. Like some coins are doing very, very well. Some ones are underperforming or going down, but they're going to go back up. So you have to like kind of decide. And then another thing where I'll probably talk about later on during Moongang and stuff is kind of like when is enough in terms of like when is enough DCA into an ecosystem versus where should I move my other stuff, or maybe like if someone is just so emotional, like I just can't stand anymore. PulseChain, I just can't stand anymore. Then I divest. Divest. I probably wouldn't say all of it, but like divest something and then move it over to something else. Then it makes you happier and stuff. But like spending all day crying about it is not really solving any issues or problems and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think sometimes people just what do you call it? I don't know. They act like children, and they're like, I can't, take my investment, and it's like you just, rotate. But sometimes people like when they view a capital loss like that, like if they have to rotate or if they do decide to rotate into something else, they think more about the loss than the upside of what's coming of what they put it into.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is kind of not the right mindset. Like, pretty much as long as you have chips left from whatever you were playing, you have a chance in this other one. Yeah, it sucks. It takes time to come back, but like you said, if it makes you happier, that'd be good. But then the one mistake people go on overcorrecting in crypto usually is, I'm gonna go into something else while this one stays steady. I'm gonna make some money and then I'll come back. And while they're away, the thing pumps.
Classic. I mean, it always happens.
Yeah.
Or they jump back in, but like the ecosystem pumped up to what they made on the other ecosystems.
Yeah, it's usually kind of correlated.
A wash.
Somewhat, yeah.
And you're like, man,
was it really worth it?
Was it really? Mr. Beast bought the top on Aster. Recently.
Yeah, you told me about that. That was interesting. So where was that discussed?
It was on Twitter and stuff. So obviously this is a beacon of truth and
of
truth and social justice, right? But yeah, it's yikes. He's not down that much, but basically, like I think he invested like $130,000 from like wallets that have been attached to him in the past, and I think he's currently down like 20 or 30 grand. Probably a little bit more now since the price dropped like 40 cents.
On how much invested?
130 grand.
So less, about 15%.
15%, which is that's why he's the worst trader in the world.
Right. That's like a normal day in crypto.
Yeah, I mean, I'll find it and I'll show you guys, but it's pretty hilarious. But this is why I am for privacy and stuff like that. So let me make my mistakes in private. But yeah, I mostly I do like that we can see on-chain transactions. Keeps everyone more like on the straight and narrow. But like I do believe that we should have like payment, like as an example, like a shadow mode on our main wallets and stuff. And we're paying people like for payments and stuff like that. It should be kept private. Like you can't be telling transactions, but like on-chain sleuthing in terms of like big whales, like it is nice where you can track whales, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Ethereum is starting to go towards like getting some sort of privacy metrics within there. I don't know like what kind of line they're trying to kind of stay on one side or the other of. But the reason the thing is like Ethereum, we've always talked about this, like Ethereum has upgrades written out down the line for years, I'm sure, but they only integrate them once they kind of have to. And any integration of privacy for Ethereum and that type of thing will only be because of basically central bank digital currencies and the stablecoin boom that we're seeing right now. So it's just kind of crazy to me. It's like they could have had privacy, I think, for quite a while here with Ethereum, but then they were just like, no, we're just gonna do that once governments come in only. Like, interesting.
So it was Arkham actually that posted it.
Oh wow, okay, so that's legit.
Yeah, share my screen, Kyle. Yeah, Mr. Beast deposited $114,000 to buy Aster, and then these wallets have now sold off for a $20,000 loss.
Oh, that's his mistake number one, Mr. Beast. Come on, take the crypto mindset course, bro.
Where is it?
Mistake number one.
Mr. Beast now closes Aster position for a loss of 20 grand. Is he the worst trader of the cycle? Dude, I hate those sort of things. They're so hyperbolic. Like, they're so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
My favorite ones is when they do like Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber spent $1 million on this NFT. Now it's worth $9 grand.
Mm-hmm. Well, like we were saying, pretty much since before rate cuts, right? If on the 22nd, we start green and start moving up, and Bitcoin, let's say by Wednesday, starts closing above 117,500, and then goes beyond that, then that position would be back in profit, basically. So the thing is with selling like that quick can be very good if he waits for it to drop, and it drops significantly, and then you buy back in again.
Yeah.
Great move. You get more coins. You'll make the 20K back. No problem. Plus a lot, right?
Yeah.
Versus if Bitcoin holds support here and we start getting more green candles from tomorrow or Tuesday, then you might as well just have held the position, because you might buy higher and actually have less coins, right? So not only lose the 20K, but then have less coins on top of it. So when you make those types of decisions, you have to think of all scenarios and possibilities and be like, okay, what's, risk management wise, what's the best decision to make right now? And do I have enough information to make that decision properly, considering all scenarios, right? And I think a lot of people, they have a hard time considering various scenarios. They're like, I'm pretty sure only this thing's going to happen in the market, which is a lot of the time most normies will be like, it's only going to go down. It's going to crash from here. I got to get out. And they freak the hell out, right? So really understanding where the market is, how to read the market on a day-to-day basis helps massively with this thing called taking profits. It also helps with mitigating losses, but we're going to be talking about that a lot in the Take Profits course.
Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, we just concluded a 3-hour live stream with Rollo Tomasi.
Yeah.
On why the red pill makes you angry. We covered a lot of topics. We actually had some good crypto talk, especially like an hour and a half in. And definitely go check it out and stuff. But for people who don't know, we will. There's a reason we're 2 hours early. I know, what is this? I mean, it's unbelievable. We're 2 hours early to the Moongang.
We're never early.
We're never early for
We're
anything.
never early for anything except for, what do you call it? The bottom of the bull market.
The bottom of the bull market. We're on time for that.
Mm-hmm.
But just like the start of this bull run. No, never. But we're starting this one early to end a little earlier. So because we are heading off to Miami, we'll be on Fresh and Fit tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, which is like, I think 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is around this time, basically.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be on Fresh and Fit doing a Q&A. Hopefully we get another Maxi to call in. That'd be really fun.
Today, or are we going to break down a little bit of that call? Or?
Yeah. We'll definitely break in the call a little bit as well. We definitely want to have some fun. And kind of like, I mean, like, look where we're at right now. We're at $115,000. Are we in any position that we should be crying about? No. These are good.
I saw somebody when we were on Rollo's show.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, Bitcoin's doomed from here. And I'm like, people have been saying that since it was 15K. Now it's 115K. And they're still thinking the same shit. I'm like, just some people can't be helped, right?
Yeah. Please, more 2008 Bitcoin buyers, please. Oh my God. They want us to be really mean. Like obviously when we're on the show, like the callers, like Miguel and Charlie being real, like middle of the road right here and being nice and shit. They should be really mean to these people. But I did want to show one thing, Kyle. Now, this is one thing. We did talk about this a little bit on the Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, this is something that we were talking about during the stream with Rollo earlier today. I just wanted to comment on it. This is about Charlie Kirk's death. I 100% am on board with what like Waller's saying right here. This won't be popular, but I find all the media coverage surrounding Charlie Kirk's death to be theatrical and off.
Yeah,
literally. Look at this.
Look at that fucking.
This is like his wife or whatever and stuff.
But
what is this WWE shit right here we're doing?
Exactly. Like, it looks like a celebration. I don't know, but strange.
Yeah, I mean, this is insane. Why are there fireworks at a memorial service for Charlie Kirk? Are we having an African thing? Have you seen the one where they're throwing soccer balls at dead people's bodies?
No.
Yeah, they're celebrating. He's in the coffin. They have him sitting up like this in a full like penguin suit. And they're throwing basketballs and fucking balls in his head and stuff. Ridiculous stuff. And they have like literally strippers there too. Like it's
the balls are strange, but the strippers. I mean, hey, give them one last go. Rigor mortis is not.
Her willingness to forgive the young man who took her husband's life publicly is a beautiful. That's not true. She's her willingness to forgive the young man who took her husband's life. Beautiful display of deep dog. Stop it, bro.
Forgiveness within a week.
Within a week.
Yeah,
stop.
right.
Stop, dogs. Like enough's enough. But
Twitter,
you can
Twitter
take
gets ridiculous stuff.
But shout out to Waller. Yeah, he's one of the few guys that actually say that. That's so. But it's a clown show. It is a bit of a clown show now. I mean, obviously, look, it's Republican. You know, we're in a Republican-led, you know, like government right now, and you know, Charlie. You know what happened, Charlie. Looking so they're just never waste an opportunity, right?
Yeah, whenever there's a crisis.
It was this is one of the rare times where like the people on the right can actually just stick it to the left right now, and that's what's happening right now. She did say, and she had forgave him, but do you believe that? Don't believe what a woman says. Believe what she does.
I mean, I know what I would do. Within a week of somebody killing my significant other or anybody of my family,
yeah,
I'm going to that ammo shop.
So during this memorial service right here for Charlie Kirk, right? Donald Trump goes up there and says, you know, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. But in other news, tomorrow we have a big thing coming up. Tomorrow we're going to be. We finally have figured out the cure for autism. Beautiful.
No, crypto as an industry will forever be doomed.
But yeah, we're really excited for Uptober. We haven't. It's actually I wouldn't say confirmed, but if we go off of what like a lot of the betting sites are kind of saying about the rate cuts, they have been fairly accurate. There's like a 91% chance it's going to be a 25 basis point cut in October. That means if that's the case, we got a 25 and a 25 coming in. So give me 1 second, Kyle. You can share my screen now. That means we have one October 29th.
Yep.
And we have another one December 10th. So if this performs sort of like it has for this last cut, means we're going to be ramping up into the news segment, or like basically the week of, you know, or maybe 2 weeks before, into October a little bit there, and then possibly just more of a like maybe sideways mulligan to like slightly up and stuff by then. But then if people now know like there's gonna be another one in December, cool. There could be another recovery. So if we for some reason like a little like maybe mid-November or like we're starting to kind of dip down as an example, there could be a slight recovery into December with that extra cut that's happening there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's 75 basis points in 4 months, give or take. Yeah, 4 months.
That's really good.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. We also will have. They've also promised one more cut for the year of 26. But that one I found ridiculous. One more cut, but that cut will. I would say for end of first quarter probably.
Yeah, they're kind of basically just saying there's 4 more or what? There's be 3 more cuts within Jerome's term.
Yes,
pretty much what he's really saying. Because he'll be gone by what, next May?
May 12th. Yeah, here we go. May. So technically, yeah. If we let's just count September because that was the one during. So like September, October, so it's 4 cuts. Yeah. So he's like, we're going to basically drop it 100 basis points before I'm out of here.
Right.
Then this is the one where I completely lost it during the Fed reaction breakdown, was that he said we're gonna have 1 cut in 27. 1 cut in 27. So he's like 26 one was already weird enough. I was like, okay, he's out of here. He's like, I'm gonna stick it to you a little bit slightly, but I'm
he's probably just trying to layer in some sort of narrative.
Yeah.
That maybe in the future, let's say we get the second half of 26, all of a sudden they start doing more rate cuts with the new guy or something, right?
Yeah.
Then they have a narrative of, well, Jerome said you should have only done 1 each of those years, and now that you did more, you really fucked this up. It might be a way for him to kind of like try to protect, kind of what he's building.
Legacy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's just so if he cares about legacy, I mean, there's 2 ways. So so somebody asked, it doesn't matter. Powell will be gone. True, but he ain't gone till May. Sirs, that's a long time.
And the comparison between different heads of the Fed is always kind of
happens.
A big thing, yeah.
We got Paul Volcker, which has always looked lovingly, but he also increased interest rates to 17%. And curb stomped you. Curb stomped you. It was needed, but during the time he was like that motherfucker. I mean, it radicalized a bunch of people back then. Paul Volcker turned a lot of people.
What am I gonna do? I'm Hitler's top guy. Adolf Hitler chose me to lead the revolution. Oh. Adolf Hitler needs me? Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to bat for you, Hitler. I got your back, Hitler.
And this is how we got Alan Greenspan. Which he was the easy one. I mean, he took us from 17% down to 0. You can blame him for the housing crisis, literally. And of course, a little banking committee there. And then, I mean, look, I will say George W. Bush Jr., like, I mean, like you want, like, it's true. Like during his term, he's like, what's wrong? I'm trying to get people housing. That's true. Yeah. Like, I mean, like, yeah, but you want everyone, but then if the rates weren't so low, it would have been tempered a little bit. And, of course you have the ratings agencies in bed with basically insurance companies in bed with the housing. Oh my, just everything you could, perfect disaster. But during that time, I've shown it on the birth charts, right? If I remember correctly, okay. 1999 was the boomer top. The boomer top. 2018 is the, no, I'm sorry, is it 2019? Maybe in 2018 is the extra top. The millennial top is 2035. And I believe Kyle's generation is 44. 44. Okay. Yeah, 44. Remember right?
Quite a ways out.
So quite a ways out. Yeah. Well, they're still, they're still young and stuff like that. Motherfuckers. The youth is wasted on the youth.
Time to go get some adrenochrome now.
That's right. Sell Sonic and ILV. That's right. But basically, there's all that stuff happens, right? And I've shown it. So when the economy is good, magically the seas part and babies are born. You could literally see it. Like there's actually a big point where the U.S. economy was pretty strong during like the late 80s, 90s. There was a good part right there. Look where I was born. Then it happened again during the early 2000s. Kyle's born. and the same thing happened. There was also a little local top, 2020, 21, 22. That was another birth top.
Which years? 21, 22.
22.
Oh,
yeah, recently the pandemic, the COVID baby.
Yeah.
And literally the stock market all-time highs. Shiba Inu all-time highs, and Doge and everything else all-time highs, and Tesla stock all-time highs. I mean,
but
from
a
dramatic move.
is more money printing on that one in particular in terms of the short period of time.
No, of course, but like, but the economy has gone from like it was much more like I'm saying Main Street. It was much more because like early 2000s, even though it was a tech boom, it was pretty fake. It was a pretty fake tech boom. I mean,
well,
everything.
The internet, that's pretty.
All right, Charlie. I mean, Kyle, cut his mic.
Oh, I needed the mic. I needed the other time. I was gonna press
stupid. What's this one, Big Mo?
Tell these bitches to go to hell.
Fucking Mo. That's funny.
Yeah,
Charlie, the Bears are winning.
I did see that. The Browns won. The Bears won. Hell is freezing over.
All I needed was the fucking Jets to win. That's all I needed. But I did this I chose the worst teams. That's what I did, right? I was a three. Like, let me choose the three worst games
because they do have the highest payout. If like hell froze over, you would would have won what? How much money?
Every $100 I bet was $5,000 in winning.
Right.
The fucking Jets. If Gary Vee taught me anything, never bet on the Jets.
I think didn't they lose by like 2 points?
And it was a close game.
Yeah.
It could have gone one way or another, but but we just don't, Jets have been losing for so long, they don't got the money to pay the refs,
True.
Actually, the Patriots lost too, actually.
Yeah.
I actually thought they were going to win. I think you had originally said they were going to win, but we kind of decided at the end there on the Patriots and stuff like that. I was going Patriots.
No, you chose Patriots. I think I chose Steelers. I think that's what it was.
No, it was, yeah, but then you changed it at the end there. But
I?
Yeah.
We have to go back and watch.
We have to go back, yeah. The Chargers are 0 or 3-0 now.
It's possible. Yeah, it's John Harbaugh's a G. He took the 49ers to the Super Bowl with Colin Kaepernick or something like that back in the day. So, and then he quits the NFL. He goes to college. He wins a college championship. He comes back to the NFL. He wins the Super Bowl with the Chargers. Like if John Harbaugh wins the Super Bowl with the Chargers, I would say like he's cemented as a GOAT,
like Hall of Famer and stuff like that.
Yeah, just like one of the top coaches because he just whenever he moves to a new organization, definitely changes it for the better.
So Kyle, share my screen for one more second. There you go. So Zach CBT says Crypto.com was hacked. The user data was exposed, but the company never disclosed it. This is why we're having a little.
When is this? When was this?
Very recently.
Okay.
I got to go to Zach CBT, but he's a bit of a cunt a little bit.
Yeah,
he's been
on-chain people that like sleuth and like try to expose people. Like there's part of it like, oh yeah, that's good, and then it gets a little too far at some point, right? And it's just like, you have to be kind of a certain type of person.
This is why we tell people don't leave your money on these exchanges, but you have to use them, right? It just is what it is. It just is what it is. There's really no officially everything's been hacked except Kraken. That's all of them been hacked. I mean, literally, like what Coinbase user data, Gemini user data, now Crypto.com user data. What else? I mean, yeah, and Ledger user data.
Yeah.
Trezor, I mean, one day they're going to get Trezor at some point. I mean, like, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But it's how they act towards it. And, you know, I do not recommend Ledger. And I'm like Trezor for sure, or you just are like a smart, tight-fisted motherfucker on a hot wallet. But you got to, we're going to be talking about like a lot of more safety stuff as well in this next course, because we had somebody lose a significant amount through some advanced kind of, I mean, you know,
human
engineering, but also, you know, buying data online,
right.
It was a very complex thing they did, basically. I mean, it's a massive amount of money, you know. So Trezor all the way. I mean, look, you know me, I'm no fan of the French, but I knew the minute they went over to France, I knew they were cooked. I really did. You know, PEDI user data. I mean, what does just go to welfare? Anyway, but yeah, say it with me, folks. Yeah, the Trezor Model T is for me. Yeah, Trezor will now discontinue services for the Model T. We will no longer support data for it anymore. Yeah. Why? Jesus, brother. I know you're joking around. I hope you're joking around with this one. Why use Trezor or Ledger when CBDCs are coming out? My guy. You need to join the crypto mindset course. It is the red pill of finance. We are going to show you this whole new world. It's a brand new place where you won't lose your money. Basically, because in the beginning, they're going to be benevolent. They're going to be tracking you very heavy duty. And then eventually, at some point, could be, hopefully it's 30 plus years from now, but like, I mean, but it is going to happen. It's kind of like a frog in a boiling pot of water. It's going to get to a point where like there's no more actual physical cash anymore. And then they can start shutting you off. They're going to try to push us towards some sort of like social credit system in a way. Just like they've already tested it out already. They've shut off YouTube channels. They demonetize people. Right. I mean, there's workarounds. It's not easy. I mean, you have to be channels the size of like Fresh and Fit to kind of even fight back against it. And it's not easy, you know? Okay. That one made no sense. I was like, rest in peace, Robin Williams. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? But yeah, the French suck. The government, not the people, of course. But I mean, the French people already know how much their government sucks. They've allowed people to basically conquer them effectively. I mean, like you have to be careful where you grab immigration from. I mean, look what's happening right now. Like why are we sideways right now? I can tell you why. Just because because we were lazily starting to go up. Now the cut happened. We were actually in a good track record. We're still holding up pretty well mostly. But what happened? Well, you know, the Fire Nation attacked India. You know, that's what happened, and it's basically these H-1B visas, the $100K a pop. Right now, they're like the Trump administration is kind of backpedaling. No, it's a 100-time one-time fee, possibly when they said explicitly it's every year to do it. So like, people are scrambling back, and then that's causing because the Nasdaq and a good part of the S&P 500 is primarily being propelled by the tech industry. Main Street's not doing that well right now. Consumer spending's down. Target's literally saying back to school special, you know, Jet 2 holiday is down. Like Foot Tractor's down like 4 to 5%, which is pretty significant and stuff like that. You know, and that's also hurt by what happened with COVID because tons of more people took their kids. Some people's kids, they never went back to school. Other ones, they just started homeschooling their kids, which I'm totally for, man. You know, you can, that's a little hard. I can, because like you can imagine if you're not on it, you're gonna get lazy with it, and your kids are, you know, it's gonna hurt your kids a little bit. And some of these private schools are horrible. But yeah, Paris is rioting right now. Yeah, why isn't it everywhere? The Congo's fighting back, of course. But yeah, the French suck. Any update on PulseChain? I can tell you exactly what's happening. Basically, eHex is holding up. More people are purchasing. It's green right now. Basically, people are DCing slowly as like the last little bit of $20,000 of the BankX money is being sold off right now. I think they're just waiting. I don't know why they're not selling anymore, but like need to sell it off. And there's really not more sell pressure on eHex right now, which is pretty good. On what's happening within the PulseChain ecosystem is that there's whales and people who have sold off PHEX, EHEX. I mean, PHEX, PulseChain, PulseX, Ink token, and they've bridged money out. It's only a couple $1 million, but when prices are kind of stagnant, no one's really like the DCAs are just calm. Millions of dollars being sold off kind of obviously hurts the price, and they've been bridging over to Binance Chain to chase over to the Ester pump. But these are Bitcoin. These are PulseChain maxis. Aren't they not supposed to buy shit coins?
That's like saying a Bitcoin maxi never buys shit coins. They only do so in private. Yeah.
Yeah. The amount of people who shit on my EHEX is hilarious. Yeah, because they sold their bags off for other stuff. That's exactly why. Like, if you have it, you're like, celebrate good times. All right. Obama. But because like most people, like what they did, like I literally do know like a significant amount of people who were with us in 2021 that kind of highly concentrated their pulse chain. I don't know why, but like really highly concentrated. They chose one side. They're either all PulseChain, I guess the guys who did all PulseX probably did a little better, but like all PulseX, that was almost like the PulseX story is almost like the Ethereum story, Charlie, this cycle. It took a while.
Yeah.
But it finally, the buy and burn plus, like I think PulseX is in a really strong position because it has the most legit, like real holders out of like Ink, out of the new tokens, Ink. Yeah, Ink, PulseChain, PulseX. That's kind of the strongest ones and stuff. That, it's those got the real holders in there. With the Ink token, you have a lot of farmers and stuff. So it's like those guys are real big traders and everything like that. I mean, they're just holding it now because it's like, why sell it now?
Yeah.
But yeah, why did you say buy Ester with USDT, not USDC? Oh, it's because depending on the bridge you use, a lot of people's money in USDC got stuck.
Yeah, it wouldn't make it over.
It wouldn't make it over the bridge, and they're having a huge problem. This happened a lot on Arbitrum over to Binance Chain. So I told people use Tether or just buy directly Binance token, and then you can bridge it over there. You won't have a problem.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't even remember. I don't even know if Binance Chain has like USDC backed USDC or not, or if it's just like,
they might. I mean, they should.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
like
think they would, but you never know. Maybe that could be the reason why. That issue is there.
Yeah, look, Franklin's an OG right here. I turned all my liquid EHEX into PHEX at the start of the PulseChain, understanding that I still have a lot of EHEX, so it doesn't bug me out. Yeah, exactly, right? But there was, Franklin remembers this.
I take responsibility for my decisions. What is this?
Good-looking kind of suit?
An anomaly in crypto.
A man with $1 million smile? Destroying all the cheeks in Brazil? What? Franklin's cool.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Shout out to Franklin. But let me show you how crazy stuff's going in Binance. Their stablecoin BUSDC or BUSD is literally where it's supposed to be $1. It's at $1.12. That's how much like people are buying it.
Right? Arbitrage, here we come now.
But yeah, but like there's I know Franklin knows people like this. They fucking emergency unstaked a ton of their EHEX side. That happened a lot. You guys remember that? There was tons of emergency unstakes. That's why people are like they emergency unstaked everything that wasn't like attached. They still probably have their longer next cycle stuff, but like I don't got nothing coming out now, and that's why like they're mad. I just thought, look, I'm a big like what I always did on my streams, especially when PulseChain came out. I always did this: stop, breathe. What's the best value? Because it's so many coins, right? We have 5 tokens: EHEX, PHEX, PulseChain, PulseX, Ink token, right? And maybe a future token coming out. And there wasn't. I mean, there could be an exchange token. I mean, not an exchange token. I'm sorry, a wallet token possibly, right? But those 5 Infinity Stones, right? So I just looked at which Infinity Stone's a little easier. I don't know. The Soul Stone's a little, I don't know. The price is a little high right now. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to sacrifice Kyle like that. You know what? But
we're considering it.
We're considering it. Something about chicken.
Trade-in offer?
Trade-in offer. Jet 2 holiday, Kyle. But so I always looked at like what was the best value, and most of the time I was actually saying PulseX was the bigger value. I know it's dumping hard. I bought a lot at the all-time low. It never came back to the all-time low. Thank God.
Right.
PulseChain was a surprising one. It did go below its all-time low. You know, so like if I were to like, because you have to track these multiples of like what's like I always said like the most gains that like PulseChain could make was 1,000x. Different fundamentals, more coins liquid, no way to really lock it up. There is you can make what's called validators, but only so many people can do validators. Of course, there's great people helping people, validator stores and stuff like that to do the validators, but a lot of people just ain't gonna give a fuck basically and not do it. So there's much more liquid supply. And at the time, there was lots of yield as well. So like there was a lot of options with there. So like I knew because of the liquid supply not being locked up, much more distributed across the chain, that it just was no way. The temptation was not going to allow the prices to run up that high. So since when it reached 31, so I was pretty comfortable saying, yeah, 3 cent all time high. That would be the maximum this cycle if things went really well.
Right.
Binance listing, maybe a cracking listing.
Richard Hart
actually fucking streaming. It almost makes me want.
What am I gonna do? I'm Hitler's top guy. Adolf Hitler chose me to lead the revolution. Oh. Adolf Hitler needs me? Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to bat for you, Hitler. I got your back, Hitler.
So, damn it! That was an accident. Well, okay, I'll give it to you, bro. I'll give it to you. There you go. Yeah. But Franklin, shout out to Franklin St. Hex here. When I was working at Circle, devs did not like that Binance had their wrapped version of USDC. I haven't checked lately, but they probably don't have native issued USDC. Oh,
that's probably the issue.
Okay. There you go.
No.
Yeah, Franklin has told me many stories about Circle. Jerks.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Is that worse than the Chinese harems? Probably.
Hey, let's not get crazy. Now the harems are kind of cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's worse. The Circle jerks are worse.
But what's up with Sonic? Oh, well, we'll definitely get into that in a minute and stuff. But there's a lot of bullish things over for PulseChain right now. They're doing 20 to 30,000 tablets of these things a day. That does have an effect. But I'm being serious. There's a lot. I mean, like, you'd be surprised. A lot. No, don't let any maxi. Like I believe a couple of really hardcore Bitcoin guys. There is real hardcore Bitcoin only people. They're either extremely wealthy like getting there, or just starting their journey. It's that zone of like,
that's right. That's true. Yeah, right. Like, you always get the OGs who are like they have a ton, but yeah, the guys who are like new, usually it's like just more on a.
It's like the spectrums, like the intelligence spectrums,
right?
There.
But that's like on a morality point of view. That's why that guy from fucking Kentucky was calling the other day. It's because he goes into it from a moral high ground. He's like, I buy Bitcoin because Bitcoin's gonna save the babies in Africa and all sorts of crazy weird shit.
Yeah.
And like they believe that narrative of what the.
I wish he had said babies. I wish I had said babies from Africa. It's like, so did you donate to Mr. Beast's water fund?
Yeah, right.
Well, no, I mean, I had to buy Bitcoin, but
priorities.
But
yeah, so it's kind of funny to me, but a lot of the times when you go to their stories, they often had got burned by one rug or one project.
Yeah.
And it flipped them. I actually had in the Citadel before the Citadel, right? We had, I forgot what we called it. It was like the Cultivate Crypto Telegram group or something.
Was it
like
the Algo one?
No, that was a different
one.
Okay,
so it was okay.
Yeah.
Before
But
that.
I just started a Telegram group at the, when we were doing the channel a while. This was back in 2019 when I first started it. And I think we rebranded it to the Citadel in 2020 or 2021, something like that. But at the very beginning, there's this guy named Brett. Cool guy. I still like him or whatever. But we're, the market was moving, making some trades and stuff like that. And this was when Backed came out.
Yeah.
With like crypto products and stuff in 2019. I think it was like September. And we had this hard dip on Bitcoin. It just it was like we were waiting into that news, and as soon as that news happened, it was just boom, price went down, and the altcoins just fucking.
What year was that? You remember?
The September of 2019.
Oh, so that was at 14 down.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that one was brutal. Like
remember that.
Yeah, I don't know, because like we're back, baby. We're only like 6,000 away from the alt. No.
Yeah. And I told the group in August of that year, a month before that started happening, I said we're going down from here. Gave the Elliott wave perspective. I think we got up to like 12K or 14K, like you said.
Yeah.
It was like 12K mostly, and then it was 14K for like a week.
But, the wick. Yeah,
for like a week on a wick, and then
$6
it came
grand,
back
I
down.
think, right? Was it 6 or 5? It was like
Something like
it was
that.
pretty dramatic.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it went down to like 3,400 during the COVID move, but nine months later.
Yeah,
that's
why it's so surprising. We because I was also my second experience. Like that was my first bear market.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was like, oh wow, I guess the bear market's over. We kind of recovered back to we gained the ground back, and they're like, whoa.
Yeah. And so he had been going way too hard in the altcoins, right?
Yeah.
And so when they went down, along with Bitcoin, there he was just like, oh my god, right? And then he was just like, I will never buy an altcoin ever again, not once, right? Once is too many times, and then
she's like, I'm all PEDI now.
right. But yeah, at least it didn't go full Ripple Maxi, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then like sometimes then people just never turn back, or the
Yeah.
But like they get
At least
sold
it's Bitcoin.
At least it's
At
Bitcoin.
least
It's fine,
yeah.
but they get sold this narrative by the maxis of like buy, hold, never sell anything. Meanwhile, the maxis that are the OG whales are out here being like, oh, OTC desk, don't mind me, and
Yeah.
they're going taking profits and then going buying some shit coins, going buy some Chainlink or whatever, right? So,
Who bought all the
kind of funny,
like because like technically Bitcoin's in its 5th cycle right now, if I remember correctly,
something like that.
something like that, right? I mean, the first altcoins, what was used to buy them? There's only one thing you could use to buy them: Bitcoin. This was
I
told
wasted
to
all
me.
my OG Bitcoin on Feathercoin.
Yeah,
Shucks.
Feathercoin, Darkcoin, Colorcoin, Treecoin, all real coins, by the way.
Yeah.
Anything you could think of, but like there was even leather coin. I'm not even joking around. Leather
really?
coin. Oh yeah, leather coin. They mostly went red coin. They went with a bunch of like the most
Simple shit.
simplest things you could possibly imagine and stuff like that. And then all you could use is Bitcoin to buy them. There was no Ethereum back then.
No
so
stable coins.
There's people who speculated with 2,000-3,000 BTC. At the time, wasn't
yeah.
that much money, but who today? 10,000 Bitcoins, $1.1 billion is 10,000 BTC. So it's like you bought Color Coin with $200 million. No, at the time, it was not worth that much. It was 4 marshmallows and one Ricola. But
well, and those are stories that you hear, right? The
Yeah.
other stories where you're like, shh, don't tell the IRS, right? It's like, what do you call it? It's like, no, I bought Color Coin. I stayed in it for a month. It went hell up, and now instead of the 10,000 Bitcoin, I have 100,000 Bitcoin. Now I have more than most nation states, and I ain't telling nobody. I put them over 100 different wallets, so nobody knows.
I've lost more money than you've made in your life. I paid more taxes than you have in your whole life than you've made in your whole life.
Peter taught us Satoshi Nakamoto, right?
Right. But these are the interesting things. Now, obviously, this is a great question right here. PulseX is down 40% since May. PulseChain is down 10%. Hex is only down 10%. Perhaps PulseX is the undervalued one right now. We'll definitely look at when Charlie pulls up the charts. We'll definitely look at that. So I'll come back to this, but I'll start doing that in my streams, like kind of give it like a little breakdown of ecosystems.
The ratio between them, right?
Yeah.
PulseX was winning for a lot of the market. Now it's starting to shift a little bit.
Right.
So I would agree that you could probably say it is undervalued.
Like the Aster, whatever's happening in the Aster, some of that money. I mean, let's just say it's $3 million. I'm speculating $3 million of left PulseChain. Just speculation here. If they do win, fuck, I hope. Like, let's say they do win.
Screw those guys.
they might come back. They might come back the way it probably worked. Like they'll probably bridge back in 6 million, and because they're going to keep whatever the hell over there, and then they're going to keep some cash in their pocket if they're smart. Which then we use to buy higher.
Whales are not always the most intelligent. They make you think so, but it's like
definitely, man. But we can confidently say we trade better than Mr. Beast. But
there's some people in the chat freaking out with kind of how much prices are down and stuff right now. Like Bitcoin's crashed, and it's like down. Like
what are you talking about?
It's like 0.75%. But you want to look at the chart? Should we pull it up?
Yeah, let's pull up the charts, Kyle.
So I guess here where we're at right now, Bitcoin's just coming and testing this 50-day moving average again. I guess, what do you call it? We touched this once here after breaking above it on September 15th. So this is a second touch. I would say it's intraday price action. So probably around tomorrow at, let's say, around noon Pacific would be about 3 p.m. Eastern. Around then is where you'll pretty much know where most of the momentum is gone for this daily candle. But I think a lot of times when stuff moves, people like overreact to it. Just in the terms of this daily candle, it's literally not even a full percent. Like those are normal ebbs and flows for Bitcoin. But yeah, we've been down about 4 days since we got rejected from the 117,500 mark. So yeah, if we hold here at the 50-day moving average, that would be nice. Start coming back up here. But what you could see within this daily candle, because we're only about not even an hour and 12 minutes into it, what could happen is it's red right now, right? By the time we get to noon Pacific or 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, this could turn green. And if it's green, if it starts turning green or whatever, then everybody's going to be like, I didn't buy the dip. I didn't buy the dip. And then start panic buying, everything that's
Charlie, I can refinance. I can mortgage. Tell me how much.
Right. So yeah, that FOMO can come back real quick. So yeah, just FYI, right? We're not even, a lot of the times what happens on a Sunday night, whether it's a buy or a sell, is just retail trying to retail and crypto natives, you could say, trying to front run Wall Street basically because they don't open till tomorrow.
Yeah, Franklin, maybe one day, but it'd be something that we just have to do a lot of due diligence on the people talking about it.
Damn, bro, that's
it's all female influencers.
Sorry, guys.
I hire those XRP girls, bro. Bro, actually, I would do it as a joke. That'd be funny as fuck to me. But thoughts on phonics. Yeah. But franchise. I mean, you have to be careful with franchising. You have to create. No matter what, you would end up having to create essentially a company within a company in a way to be able
you have to
standardize it a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of like McDonald's, right? You have to have standardized practices, like this is what you do and all that stuff. But to be honest, what we do is pretty difficult.
Yeah,
trying to just hand that off to other people is pretty tough. Also, whenever you have a brand like this, a lot of it gets impacted by personality.
Correct.
And so when you introduce another person, your audience is like, cool, the guy's smart, whatever, but not really the guy that I wanted to listen to, right? I subscribed to the channel to listen to you guys, not this motherfucker, right? I forget which channel did that recently. I think, was it not Crypto Banter?
No, it was. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, was it Nicholas Mertens? Remember? Nicholas Mertens was pretty good at charting, had the data.
Wow, I haven't seen this channel in forever.
What was the name of the channel? Data Dash?
Data Dash, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason why you haven't seen it forever, right, is because he ain't doing it anymore. He hired some granola hippie dude who's good at charting and everything, but people didn't want to watch that. You know, they subscribe to Nicholas Mertens, not granola hippie 2.0.
But that's also the problem with franchising a little bit in our industry. Not to say franchising is good if you can do it, but on the franchise model, what would end up happening is that we'd have to get a more tame version of Miguel and Charlie because you've got to basically watch out because they could say some wild outlandish shit. And then and then some people would find that really good for those kind of people, but then you would actually exclude a lot of people who want to be more degenerate,
right?
Which the maxis is like if we hired nothing like 2 Bitcoin maxis, well, Miguel's and Charlie's CMC was pretty shit in the past, but it's actually really changed leaves now. It's pretty nice now, but then we alienate 95% of the other. You know what I mean? It's so you have to know your target. I mean the a more general market is much better and stuff for this case and stuff too. And then you're right, it is very personality led, and that's not going to change really with AI coming out.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing, yeah.
Because AI can probably, once it gets intelligent enough, can basically do a lot of things, make things a lot simpler in crypto. But again, people if you go back to bucket shops 100 years ago, right, down on Wall Street and stuff like that. They had chalkboards. They had people running from shop to shop instead of, the internet cables being able to get things across. They had fucking probably Morse code or who the hell knows, right? They had all sorts of crazy shit. It's remember, I don't know if you ever seen The Simpsons when Mr. Burns has the ticker tape coming into his office. Yeah. And he's like, oh no, it's gone down. But he's looking at the stock prices of stuff from 1929 and he's in 2000 or something. But it's kind of like that, right? But anyways, if you would have told them, in 100 years, we're going to have, automated computer systems that'll be trading for people and tell them everything that Wall Street became. And they're going to be like, yeah, humans, there would be no humans that would be involved in that. Right. Yet you look at Wall Street right now and there are fewer humans than you would say in maybe the 1980s.
Right.
If you watch the movie Wall Street, they ring the bell, ding, ding, ding. Everybody's, trading.
I do miss that. That's
it's kind of cool, right?
It's pretty cool.
But that time was the peak. Yeah, we have less than now, but if we have more people involved in those markets than we did 100 years ago. So my guess would be history repeats again. So AI comes into crypto, augments some things. Maybe from whatever the peak amount of people that are involved in crypto, it might be lower from there, but from where it started, or not where it started, but from where it was kind of organic and everything, it'll still be more people that are involved because what people really want is that person to person interaction, right? So as long as I would say for AI, like it'll help a lot of different things, but it won't totally replace human to human communication. Basically, like we'll always pay more to talk to a human. It's like, you know, if I want to make a really bad joke, it's like, you know how what's that like? They'll have like sex bots and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
It's like, no, you want to guarantee that you're really talking to.
Oh, you want a breeder? A breeder?
Right, exactly, right.
Terrible. But yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
but yeah, Franklin saying you should franchise other. No, we've talked about that. We've already. So we've that's not that difficult, especially now. We were planning actually to.
What was the question? I couldn't see.
Oh, it's a bit here. I think you all should franchise to other regions' languages. More likely, what we're going to end up doing is probably just releasing auto translating either with AI. There was a strategy I did learn from Mr. Beast, which I really liked, which was you get okay here. So if I were to get the voice of like as a like what's a really famous character today in cartoons like let's just, that everyone know like Goku and Vegeta, right? Let's say my voice is Goku and Charlie's is Vegeta or vice versa, right? That costs a lot of money to pay for that, and they might not say no. But in foreign countries, there's the official voice actors for a lot of like famous show. Like we could be Rick and Morty. Oh geez, you could be I mean literally it's like literally I could choose like let me go to the company here and let me go hire the voice of Rick and then Vegeta, and then people are like, dude, I literally have I have Miguel and Charlie on screen, Vegeta and like Rick from Rick and Morty teaching me in Spanish. But there's Portuguese, there's voice actors for all the shows in every country. That's the official ones.
Well, you used to have to hire them. Now you can just basically make them.
Yeah.
Agent.
So it's just really like the thing there. I mean, you'd have to choose Rick. You couldn't do a whole thing with Morty. Are you fucking kidding me? No way, dude. Oh, geez, Rick, I don't know.
We should go all in on this shit. Oh, geez.
Oh, geez, I don't know. This chart's not looking that great right now, Miguel.
Oh my God, we're going to $1 million.
The sniper's left, Miguel. The sniper's gone.
It's over 9,000.
We could go pretty far on that.
God, maybe, Charlie.
But yeah, no, there's tons of stuff you can do with it. But I mean, even the AirPods now have auto translation features live in person when you're talking to somebody. So yeah, we've already actually thought of a few things when we were playing around with AI that we could do for what do you call it? Like there's translating of recordings that you can do and then introduce them to other regions. That's one way to expand, right? But then you can also, with the live course, find ways for people to get the live translations as we're kind of giving them. Of course, they'll be a little less perfected because you won't be able to edit them and look at them in advance. But yeah, we'll be able to have a lot more interaction with stuff like that. So we got different ideas and stuff. It's just a matter of like prioritizing and then which ones we move through first.
And then also when you're selling to other markets and so they're not as rich sometimes and stuff.
That's the biggest thing. You have to go quantity, not quality.
Exactly. And stuff. So it would have to be probably recorded, but we give the option if they want to buy live, you can watch what
you can watch the regular CMC live for cool price of $9.98. But
so I mean the only languages we have really seriously thought about it was like Spanish and Japanese because we both understand we can quality check.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Chinese would be a huge market, but we'd have to find somebody we could trust. That seems suspicious. That seems not possible. Not joking. But
I can't believe this, but France seems to be our highest seller outside of the States.
Right? Russian actually would be significant because they're quite into crypto.
Yeah. $39.99.
But the funny thing is, I have a Chinese knockoff version.
Ching Chong set.
Yeah. But what was I gonna say? God damn it. Yeah. Anyways. Oh no, that's what I was gonna say. For the crypto mindset course this time around, I've mentioned this a couple times, but one of the things that we found with AI transcripts of different shows we've done and stuff, one of the easier things and somewhat accurate things that AI can do is pick up price information that we've discussed.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to see the charts or anything. Just listen to the way we described it with our voices. And basically when you do that, right, we can get the bot or the AI agent to kind of say, hey, like you can ask it, right? Like what's the most recent price projections on Crow token that Miguel has said? And then what are the most recent projections that Charlie has said, right? In the course or something like that. We're going to do a test run of that this quarter and see if we can get something going there that way. Cause there's one of the common questions in the chat is, what do you call it? Like, what were the most recent price targets people said? You kind of get this game of telephone happening, right? Where people say, oh, I think he said this. No, he said this. No, he said this.
Right.
And then it's just, kind of hard to determine there. You have to go back and watch it. Sometimes it's hard to find. So yeah, we're going to be cleaning up a lot of the webinars on the recording side. So you can access that information. The cleaning up thing that we're doing as well is like for for some of the recording, it's going to take a little bit longer to do this, but you could like I just say there or those types of things. It could take the ums and ahs out of the streams, and also like if it takes, let's say, a minute for us to find a link to something, and if there's dead time there, it'll cut that stuff out automatic too. So for a replay gang, like a month later or something like that, for people who are going back through the content, it'll tighten it up a lot too. So there's a lot of little AI tweaks here and there that are just going to increase the quality of everything we do over the next year or so. So
definitely, man. I think we have 2 super
Crypto
chats.
Mindset for the win.
Crypto Mindset for the win, man. We got Calf, man. With the, I think it's Canadian, right? Yeah, Canadian, $7. Hey guys, looking forward to the CMC. Still waiting on response from you and Charlie via the email. Yeah. He's
Liam. Yeah, so,
Liam. Yeah.
I'll tell Liam to double check it. So we got basically one person, right, which is Liam, doing the whole thing with emails and all that stuff for the course. So it takes a little bit of time, but yeah, it helps when you guys let us know a couple things, and then all we need to go is ping him, and he'll get that done. So we'll get you there, man. And I think today we just opened the chat for the Crypto Mindset course. We just created it, so we're starting to put people in there and stuff. So
yeah. I also saw someone in there asking about their email. Don't worry, we'll get you sorted out.
It looks like Renaissance Man just got his, or maybe a little bit lagged.
Let me see if I can find her comment. I think it was there's a lot of comments in here, but yeah, definitely. Like I did see it in here. Where is she? Oh boy, we get a lot of stuff. My God, where's the name? Dun 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 dun. Say my name, Kyle. Here we go. Yeah, like Elena. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my Citadel discount to be corrected. Yeah, so we're gonna get you fixed up.
Yeah, I answered her in the chat.
Yeah. Okay.
One, yeah.
And the last super chat here before we get to another topic right here, Tristan, with the Canadian $20. Miguel, do you think 100 million Pulse is still a bag? Yeah, no, definitely, it's still a bag. I mean, it's still a decent amount of money. We're talking about like what I think the current price, the PulseX price is. Give me 1 second, or PulseChain price, I should say. 1 second.
Can you change the soundboard? I just want to press them.
Yeah. It's about $3,700. It's $3,700 for like basically 100 million. So that's a really decent bag and stuff. That's because if we can get some multiples on that, you can do pretty significantly well. Now, obviously, I mean, what a person considers a bag is always subjective. I made that kind of assumption right there on like what's an average. I mean, that's a decent amount of money for most people's portfolios. For some people, realistically, like what's a 1 Bitcoin? That would be like a billion PulseChain, which would be $37,000, which that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money and stuff. And then if someone's portfolio is that's all their whole portfolio, they'd be better off essentially having a couple ecosystems and having some allocation into PulseChain, but not being completely all in here because you're just then subject to whenever it fucking decides to pump, basically. Yeah. But that's the way I'd look at it right now. EHEX has gone. I mean, PHEX has gone down a good chunk actually. Yeah, you can pull it up if you want. Yeah, I'm just looking here at the. Over here at regular hex or PHEX and stuff. It's at basically 84% of a penny. So it's like 8,000. Let's call it $500 for a million. Where let's see, EHEX from Ethereum is basically at 24, so it's come down a little bit. So it's still on a 2.4x from its bottom, but it's $2,500, $2,400 for a million. So it's still substantially cheaper, and the ratio has technically actually closed in because during the whole ramp up, it did the 30% of a penny. PHEX was at basically pretty much at a penny. So which would have been like $10,000. So it's gone down. So it's gone down a little bit, even though EHEX has gone down too as well. It's retained most of its gains, and the ratio is closed up. It hasn't gone back to that 5-to-1 ratio, which is pretty dramatic. It's like still in the threes basically. So And there's still some good momentum for eHex right now, so that's good. It's still like believe it or not, it's been on every week for the last couple weeks now. eHex, World Liberty Fi, and Chainlink have been the top 3 most traded coins or with volume coins on Uniswap. Basically, for like that isn't like USDC and Ethereum. Basically,
Interesting.
Yeah, along with I think one I didn't really I'll try to find the post somewhere, but yeah, I'm not surprised really. Of course, World Liberty Fi, of course, makes a lot of sense, but eHex has always been out there, man. And this is kind of like it's important to get those metrics out there because like people are swapping back and forth quite a lot on these coins, which is good. But you can take it down, Kyle, and W the Citadel for sure. Oh, we got a couple more. Yeah, Ken Rose, super chat yesterday. Yeah, thank you, brother. Definitely, man. And yeah, be sure to have your questions locked and loaded for tomorrow for Fresh and Fit.
Yes, we want the Moongang boots on the ground in the chat with Fresh and Fit tomorrow. So what time is that again?
That is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Oh, yeah. So
when does Flying Tulip go live? Probably next month. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what do you call it? I don't think we're going to do a call-in show, but it's always good to see the Moongang show up in the Fresh and Fit chat, just because most of you guys probably haven't seen the background of Fresh and Fit, like from the perspective of the people on the show, but there's literally a giant, massive TV. What's it? Probably like
80 inch, no more than that probably. It's a huge TV.
It's like 8 feet or something by like long. It's like 8 feet long and like 5 feet tall or something. It's kind of crazy big. And like that's behind like where we're all facing. So we see that, and it has every single chat. It's like you got the Rumble chat, which is Juju, Nazi, Juju, right? Pretty much beaner. You're fat. No, that's what they say to us. They're like, these two fatties, are every time. They're like,
excuse me, sir, I've lost 30 pounds. Hey,
but yeah, so
he's like no six pack, no sex, Miguel. No.
Unfortunate. But yeah, and then there's whatever other chats they have. So we see that the whole time, right? And maybe when we were first going there, the very, like what in 21 or no, sorry, in like 22 and 23, it was a little intimidating the first few times you do it, for sure. Like there's a lot of information kind of coming at you the whole time.
The way they set up that studio for like guests sometimes is interesting. Like the chairs.
Yeah,
the no shoe thing. I've still never got used to that. That's sort of weird.
I mean, it's kind of in Minnesota. We take our shoes off everywhere we go, so it's kind of I'm like whatever. But the chairs are kind of like you have to like be like in perfect posture like the whole show practically. So like that kind of is a bit much. But no, I mean, what do you call it? It's just one of those things where it's like then when we see all the different Moongang comments come in there, we're like, yes, we infiltrate the chat. But
yes.
It's interesting to kind of see the educated people in the chat versus the uneducated, and usually it's just a bunch of Moongangers slapping up, especially I feel for the Ripple maxis, but I don't at the same time, because the Ripple people, we give them a bone. And they still say these guys don't know shit about Ripple. And we're like, we've just literally explained probably 5 things you've never heard about with Ripple, and whatever, it's like a lost cause with some of those.
I mean, I gave some legit points about I actually said this on the last show with Rolo, actually, as a matter of fact, we talked about their business model is being kind of hurt right now. Like, even though they with Templeton, they just did some big deal with Templeton, right? Ripple did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Franklin
Templeton. They're doing some of their transactions now on the Ledger. I don't know if it's Ledger Live. It might be the I forgot what their XRP thing is called. The whatever their XRP Ledger thing, right?
Yeah.
The thing is like they're look at what they're trying to do. So that they're saying stuff. These announcements are happening, but what are they trying to spend money on? They were violently trying to buy USDC. Because why? Because there's a ton. So the number 1 and 2 players is Tether, USDC. And the thing is they're losing market share because governments are basically creating their own stable coins or creating their own networks of their central bank digital currencies built on top of Ethereum or on L2s that are built on top of Ethereum, because who wants to give their control of their national currency or their stable coin to a third party entity that's basically US in the US kind of. And that means that political pressure or violence can be used to have them do stuff, or maybe slow a transaction or freeze things, which make them look bad. And then a lot of crypto is a confidence game. You know,
Yeah.
So just geopolitically and war games wise, yeah, you'd want to go somewhere where they can't shut it off on you because, like, good, because if all of us are on Ethereum and they can't shut it off, that means none of it can get shut off. Cool. That's a bit there. So yeah, we would appreciate you guys when if we finish a show and stuff, we'd love for you to comment. You know, go in the comment section, maybe like, bam, man, CMC is awesome and all that stuff, because it counts, because people are very like subjective towards like comments and stuff after. I mean, obviously during the live, but when people look at the replay, right? A lot of people look at the comment section. I always do too as well. Then we're in there answering people's questions, but you know, the retards are retards sometimes. I mean, the Bitcoin maxis always think they're right. XRP guys always think they're right. You know,
it's kind of like, it reminds me of that gang fight in what's that movie called? Anchorman.
Anchorman.
You know, where everybody has like, they have like the picks, they have like the trident.
The gang fight. Yeah, the gang
trident.
Fight. Yeah.
he fought me with a trident. Like what? That's what I think about when I think about crypto tribal warfare. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's sort of like, we were talking about this on Rolo Show earlier about like, we went from like logical debate to like more of like a right versus wrong debate,
right?
To now it's like attack of character. Basically, it's like, you're stupid.
Yeah,
you know, don't listen to what Charlie's saying, because he's wrong, because he's morally evilly wrong.
Right.
Like, I'm good and he is evil. Like, that's how it's gone. It's gone good versus evil, and it's subjective of like, depends who we follow. Like, I'm like we're right.
So you're saying
always.
I'm subjectively evil. Gotcha.
Subjectively evil. but like the tour.
Oh, that's funny. Scroll up a little bit on the right hand side, or whatever. Where was it? A little bit higher. That one right there, the Elara. He asked it a couple times. Might as well mention it. He says, "Hey, Charlie Miguel, everything down even more. I've been buying since Thursday. Good, buying the dip. Do I keep buying the dips, or excuse me, will it go down more?" Had to chug that monster just to wake me the fuck up. But so like, there's different strategies for dollar cost averaging. If it's like, let's say for example, you wanted to put in $1,000 into the market, and let's say you've been buying since Thursday and you have $300 in the market, and you're like, okay, I don't know what the market's going to do from here. Is it going to hit support at the 50-day moving average, and then we go up and to the right, like from, let's say, midnight tonight, US time or something? Or do we break down? Well, if you're not sure, you could pause your DCA. You could say, okay, I'm just going to wait until I see what the next direction move is. Let's say it is down, right? We go down a little bit more, and then you're like, okay, now I have to determine how aggressive that dip's going to be based on the information I have. And then once it gets to, like 70% complete, then you can turn, the DCA back on heavy again. You can lightly DCA if you want during that time, or you can just, stop the DCA and then turn it back on once you're more sure of the direction of the market. So for everyone, it's different for how comfortable they are doing that. And some people just don't want to do the work, so they put it all in and then they just close their eyes and like, tell me in 4 months of stuff, tell me when I'm a millionaire, which is usually the worst strategy. But
you can't look away.
Yeah, no, it's good for you guys who are taking advantage of this dip. I mean, as we're speaking, Bitcoin is getting bought up a little bit here off of the 50-day moving average. So no, not right now. But yeah, I just suspect overall we probably start seeing some good upside momentum here to begin the week. So yeah, now is still a pretty good time to be getting in. But yeah. You guys should do after hours. Yeah, sure, one of these days. But I think there's some other super chats too, right?
Yeah, there was one I actually saw here. Actually, I just saw Andrew Wilson and Wes Watson arguing
I
on
saw
stage.
that too. Yeah.
Cooked him. Andrew is so soft looking. He's right. I had no idea.
Andrew's pretty smart.
Yeah,
Andrew is pretty smart. Like, we talked to him, and I forgot his business partner's name backstage, but they actually knew a lot about crypto. And even fucking Wes Watson actually was like, yeah, I fuck with Bitcoin. I'm like, damn, okay. Like, the whole panel had some knowledge of crypto and Bitcoin, which I was kind of surprised, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they both look. There's kind of that. That's the hard part, is people want direct. This guy was 100% right. This guy was 100% wrong. But they both made good points. They really did. Now, obviously, Wes attacked more character versus that. But then that's sort of the character. It's in his field, the fitness field, it is character based.
Yeah.
It's much more character based. The reason that
It's
you're
a lot, it's a
the
lot
reason,
more facade-ish.
Facade-ish. So in terms of the bodybuilding side, no. But in terms of like, but it can lend towards your world perception on people being wrong. Like,
okay, can you?
So
give me
like,
an
okay,
example?
so the reason you're fat is because you don't take accountability of your fucking of the food that goes
Oh,
in your
I see.
fucking mouth. This is why you're a fucking pig.
Where's this
Right?
one?
Shut up, bitch. Sorry, that was the trend talking. but like, but also too, you gotta really admit this part right here about with Wes, that he was also right here too, that Wilson was over here pretending that he didn't have money as well. Now you don't have to show you have money, but like everyone in that panel had money.
Yeah.
Everyone on that entire fucking panel was a millionaire.
I'd probably say,
but they were
Bandman Kevo was probably the one that had like a lot of money. It was like, I mean, he was flaunting it with his chains or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, he wasn't really talking that much shit.
No. He was
pretty
just
reasonable.
Yeah, it's trying to be reasonable and stuff like that. But it's like everyone there everyone had an online business. Everyone like even let's just say he wasn't a millionaire, but they make a lot of monthly income. So they basically have a millionaire lifestyle. If you have a lot of if you have a lot of like, you know, if you're making like $20,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year, you're living a really decent life.
You mean a month?
A month, yeah. A month, a year.
Every once in a while, you'll say like the slight off thing.
I'm trying to like.
Should I correct you and slow you down, or just let you keep going? But I was like, no, that one was pretty egregious.
Miguel's on a psycho low. But you know, but that's the whole thing. That was the only thing. Like, I had a problem a little bit with Andrew, just a little bit, just because he was pretending that he's not successful, and he was like, that's the big, because a lot of his fans and a lot of the fans and sort of like that are, you know, they're kind of just red pill angry guys a little bit, like that they're a little more downtrodden, a little like not doing as good, or just mad at the world.
Black pill kind of people?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say full black pill.
Yeah, they're starting to go towards
they're
that
just
direction.
angry,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and there's a lot of woe is me fans out there, and like he doesn't want to alienate his guys, but like also being up there pretending that he's not fucking really successful and has tons of, I mean, we know his name, he's seen everywhere, he's been on all these interviews, and for sure, I don't know if he's a patron or not, but he definitely has sources of income. Even if it's just views, he's getting a lot of views. So it's like, it was like, yeah, he's trying to seem humble, right? Now, he doesn't have to go Wes Watson level, but like also I find it very disingenuous to be pretending how not successful you are, because you are successful.
If you're, what do you call it? Like, what's the thing called again? Virtue signaling?
Virtual signaling, yeah. That's what I didn't like. That, to me, virtual signaling a little bit is very disingenuous, which I didn't like. That's of course I was taking West's side, but not to the extent that Wes was taking it.
You want to do an ATM battle?
Yeah, he started getting famous. Yeah, I mean, but he had money. We were talking about stuff backstage. Everyone was cool. That's what
I think Wes Watson got. I heard. I don't know. I don't really know any of the details. I haven't talked to the guy since. But I saw some video where I think he got rolled on something.
Like punched?
No. Like in terms of financially.
Well,
I
heard something. Yeah, I haven't seen.
Did he go back? I don't know if he had to go back.
He got
to
in
jail,
trouble.
or he got in trouble for something.
He got in trouble. Yeah.
But I mean, surprise with that guy.
Yeah. Well, look, part of it too. Like, I mean, look. I've known of Wes Watson for a long time. I've met him. That's the first time I met him in person. He was a good guy to us. I really like him.
He was super friendly, and like, I mean, he could have easily tried to come after us on stage and like talk shit for whatever reason. Maybe he just said like, "I'm just gonna annihilate the whole thing." Like, I just be laughing at.
He beat up some guy at the gym. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
But when you're on very high levels of androgens, like very high testosterone and like very high amounts of
when you're on a lot of drugs.
Yeah. when
anytime you have a question about anything in your life, Trenbolone is the answer. You know, am I going to go on a cut? Trenbolone. Am I going to go on a blast? Trenbolone. Did I start a new job? Trenbolone. Am I getting married? Trenbolone. Am I getting divorced? Trenbolone. Is my wife going into labor? Trenbolone. Do I need to stay up all night and take care of my kid because my wife had a C-section? Trenbolone. My dog died. Trenbolone. What happened? I bought a new car. I'm nervous over the payment. Trenbolone. I'm thinking about buying a new car. I don't know which car to buy. I'm concerned that the salesman might try to hustle me. Trenbolone. Basically, any situation in life that you could possibly conceive of, Trenbolone is the answer. So what did I turn to in my deepest, darkest days? Trenbolone. That's what I did. I turned to Trenbolone. When I was not being able to get more than 7 hours of sleep, when I was showing up to work a half-dead zombie, when I was coming home at night feeling cracked out and miserable and tired and not wanting to interact with my children and not wanting to do anything with my wife and just wanting to go to bed immediately after dinner, what did I do to resurrect myself from the coffin, from the grave? How did I rise again? Trenbolone is the answer. Trenbolone will bring you back from anything.
You know, it has mood altering effects, and Trenbolone makes you very, very irritable. If now, I actually asked people in the bodybuilding scene here in Vegas and stuff like that, because these people have Trenbolone is mostly to be used during cuts, which is like weird because like most people think it's actually supposed to be used during bulks or just maintenance. It's mostly used in a contest prep during the last 6 to 12 weeks, depending on your contest prep, to get like basically you're losing a ton of weight, you can lose muscle even on steroids and stuff. It literally was originally invented to be injected into cattle for them to basically gain more weight and basically retain muscle during like maybe they don't have enough money to give them extra feed or some shit, right? So like yeah, Tren is used. Most people do not know that fact. Tren's supposed to be used on the last weeks of prep. It
So
above,
so
yep.
You're saying Jerome Powell's on trend because he's cutting.
Yeah, he's cutting. I mean, his hair was looking sporadic. I mean, have you seen? I think his hair was much more clean and orderly. Like his hair starting to look disheveled a little bit, dude.
Uh-oh.
How much Tren are you on? At least 600. 0. But you with Tren, right? Most of these bodybuilders take maximum, and I'm talking about for like the average. Obviously, if you're in the Olympia level, like I'm on the stage, you're probably taking ridiculous amounts. But this is like should be only like 100 people on the planet that should be on that much because they're on that competitive level, right? The Tren cough, that's another one. That's when you're on high level Tren cough.
Like you get like a
literally you start it gets in your bloodstream. It's mostly from I think it's acetate, which is the stronger version of it. People when you take a lot of it, what ends up happening is that sometimes it either happens because when you inject yourself you nick one of your veins apparently, or it just hits you and then people go into a coughing fit.
Oh, and they can die?
Like no,
somebody said it was lethal.
Well, I've never heard. Well, maybe if it's that bad, I just heard people.
But we are watching random people.
We are random,
random people on the internet.
Maybe someone. I mean, it's possible. People have died from Tylenol. I mean, so
you know, anything's possible, right?
Anything's possible, but basically, what it does, it gives you aggression. People love to take it during the cuts, especially most people take it to bulks shit for no reason. This people don't know, but it makes people much more aggressive. You're stronger in the gym. It keeps you in doing like at the very least stops you from losing strength. If you're cutting really badly, retain muscle and stuff. It also makes it also makes like new connections. Like you can make your muscle belly's a little rounder and stuff. It's really powerful. It's actually the most powerful steroid that's used in bodybuilding today. Outside of like I would say use like maybe some sort of new like myostatin inhibitor drugs or something like that, which are still in experimental phases. But basically, yeah. The average bodybuilder's maximum is probably using 200 milligrams, which is like, think of a big needle like this. If it's ACE, it's probably 2 needles or whatever per week.
Okay.
Per week. Where I don't know, I probably shouldn't say, but like certain people have taken up to 600 or that like on the highest levels, maybe they're doing 600, 400, like because they're on the Olympia stage. But that is
they become like a little bit more like Jekyll Hyde type.
Extremely more.
Okay.
Like what ends up happening is like if you do like low dose Tren and shit, you basically you're a little hotter, you sweat more, but nothing bad really. As you get to 200, you start having trouble sleeping.
Oh no!
And then you start getting something called Tren sweats,
Night sweats.
Rich Piana, yikes. But basically, Tren sweats is basically you sweat so much because the thermodynamics of your body, like you're running hotter. It also helps you burn weight. Like it also helps you. You can literally eat more food on it and not gain weight on it and retain muscle. It's literally like the cool. I mean, its effects are so like this is exactly what I want from steroids. But like the side effects are One thing is it increases prolactin, so you could be taking stuff to kill your estrogen. It'll give you titties still. So you have to take. So you then have to take like shit to knock down your prolactin because prolactin's if anyone knows like the IVF thing to get a girl pregnant, if a girl can't get pregnant, you have to take them to IVF. You have to inject them with prolactin.
Oh, really?
Because prolactin, if you get high enough concentrations of prolactin in girls, they start making milk.
Oh.
It's a part. Yeah, it's just a whole. It's a whole. It's in thermal. Yes, you're over. So it will slightly increase your blood pressure. The higher the dose, more. But then it also will make you run hotter. You will be sweating. You're literally trend sweating. So people have literally like you sleep in white sheets. You wake up with an entire circle of yellow. It's disgusting. It's not thermogenic. It's just a side effect. Well, if it's still happening, it's still in effect. Well, I've lost my girlfriend. Somehow it just must have happened.
I got crazy amount of highs. This is just a temporary nuisance.
There's a lot of stuff like that. The trend cough only happens when you actually first inject it.
Okay.
So when you inject it, and then within 20 minutes or 50, people just start like literally like almost dying, coughing. And anything else after that? Then here's the thing. Mentally, makes you more sexually aggressive. Hornier and all that other stuff, which is cool. More aggression in the gym, that's also good. But here's the problem that happens. There's some mental side to it. There's a certain level of trend that you take that starts. There's actually brain damage that can happen from it slightly at higher doses. And also, what ends up happening, this is anecdotal, but enough people have said it, you pretty much have to believe it, is that because your level is so high that let's just say I'm gonna take the most like vanilla guy ever. He watches porn, but he's like, I like to watch missionary style porn only. Like, think about like it's just very simplistic. Like level one.
I'm just thinking about where you're going next.
Yeah. He's very it's that, right? Then what happens is the longer you're on it, that doesn't turn you on anymore. You need the next level. So you start going to like lesbians, and then you start going crazy like that, and then eventually some guys have not, it's not a lot of guys, but it has been shown that guys who've been on trend for a long time at those high doses eventually start getting into weird shit because it keeps pushing your fucking like you keep fucking opening Pandora's boxes more and more.
This is how Destiny got into this.
Yeah, well. I mean, you couldn't tell with his body, but like but maybe some trend would help him out at this point. If he's already sucking dick, I mean, it's already there. Like, I mean, it's sort of like most people are afraid to take these roids because they'll lose their hair. Like with Destiny's case, there's no risk. But that's what, not just eat raw onions. But that's what the street, like we're gonna.
So is that like the main, like for example, like back in the 80s, right? Hulk Hogan, when they were like saying like, oh, they're on steroids, was it mainly trend?
No, they were mostly. I mean, during his era, they were mostly on testosterone, Deca, Winstrol, and stuff like that. The trend stuff. I mean, it really got popular probably like mid 80s. Like it was like Dorian Yates era and stuff. but it was like mid to late 80s, and then 90s onwards and stuff like that. But trend was never used at high doses because they had pharmaceutical stuff, which sort of like it was called hexadrone or hex. It was made by a French lab. But basically because they had the purest stuff, these guys weren't on that much. They would take some, but they were not like taking these massive doses because they had like all their stuff was literally from the pharmacy, so it was pure. It wasn't from China. It was like the purest shit they were taking, and they took it. And then the problem is around about the mid 90s. Remember, these like all the wrestlers were just following what the bodybuilders were doing. So in the 80s, the steroids hadn't gone that crazy. Around Dorian Yates' time, they started pushing the drugs crazy. So that's when they started taking grams of tests. They started, and I do believe what's his name? I just said his name. 6-time Mr. Olympia and stuff like that. Dorian Yates. He said he only went as high as 200 ever on trend, which was. That's pretty normal nowadays in bodybuilding, but like that's as high as he went. Later on, during Ronnie's era and onwards, especially the 2000s and stuff, they started taking 600, 800, crazy. Like people started taking like 3 grams of test, which is imagine that you're taking about like that's like 10 needles of 200. So you're taking like 10 needles a week of just testosterone. Like just massive amounts. Bro.
It doesn't even matter how much it is at that point. It's just like sticking a needle in you 10 times.
Yeah. If you guys know, I was going to have a bodybuilding workout channel at one point. So I've always been interested in all this workout stuff. And then it's so cool because we work out here in Vegas. We talked to some like literally semi-pros and like real people out here that are like on the some of the Olympic stage, some of the IFBB pros. Like usually ask them, they'll tell you. I mean, they're pretty honest about it. Like, oh yeah, but basically, as the drugs went up in the real bodybuilding sense, then the drugs went up in the WWE wrestling sense. So this is when you really got like you can actually look at like Macho Man as an example. Macho Man's progressively took more.
Yeah,
as he like,
and then he also like doing like tons of other drugs.
Cocaine, drug. Yeah, you can't mix. that's kind of what happened to a lot of guys. It's really the coke and it's coke and alcohol mixed in with like these drugs. It's just too much on the heart. And
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah,
What
Chris
was Chris
Benoit.
What was Chris Benoit on?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, for 100% Trend. 100%. I'm so convinced on Trend. He was probably on really high test Trend, and I for me don't understand why people take Deca at all, but people like to take Deca. But that's a little more older. But you know, Winstrol, maybe Primo, who knows? Like, I mean, Masteron or whatever. But like, they were on a lot, dude. But the thing is, you remember his main attack? He would go you go like this. With this fucking CTE head. That's insane.
Yeah, I know the guy was crazy,
but he was a great worker, and Eddie. Look, the steroids didn't help, but Eddie probably went out because of the coke and the alcohol.
He died of a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. He died once in the ring. Basically, he was I think he was wrestling JBL, and then
Literally,
he fucking passed out, and then JBL was like turned him around real quick and tapped him out. Go, get him to the hospital, and he lived.
They tapped him out before
he had to because they kayfabe, baby. But that's literally what happened. We'll be providing that. Yeah, I'll give you guys my workout split. Don't worry. Yeah. But Trend literally turns guys gay, but not everybody. It's the guys who already had it in them.
Yeah, if you have it in you, you're gonna be gay regardless.
True.
I had a thing. So sometimes I text Charlie and Kyle as my litmus test. Do you think this meme is too much?
Yeah.
Like I show this meme about like this super hot stripper nurse with her literally panties showing. He's like, "You are not gay."
Yeah, I like that one. That was a good
So
one.
I haven't debuted it yet, but I was gonna do that for another stream. But kayfabe, that's right. But if you have that, I mean, yeah. Anyway. I digress. Let's get back to crypto. You asked me about Wes Watson.
Like,
Don DeMarco.
Usually on streams, right? Yeah. Usually on streams, I'll be like somewhere in the middle there. I'll start steering you a different way or whatever. I'll be like, we're going that, this time I'm just like, well, let's see where this takes us. And then you just like get into like a dead end. You're just like, let's go.
For all your extreme steroid knowledge, come to CMC. Come to the Citadel, you guys.
High level autism. No.
You buy this for $39.99. Guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby. You're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99. That's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move. I act quick. I act now. I go to wildwestdeals.com. Boom. That's why you're hanging with chicks all night long. That's why you got guys like Michael Jordan calling you, wanting to hang out with you, baby, because you bought it for $39.99.
And if you want to escape the trend cough, join Crypto Mindset Q4, you guys. It is live right now. What are you waiting for, you guys? Escape mediocrity. Take my money. That's right. That's right.
We'll have crypto, gambling, bodybuilding channels. Gotcha.
That's right. That's right. I'm creating a blood lab work. Thoughts on peptides that hit different from steroids? I mean, I can come back to that at some point and stuff like that, probably on a solo stream or something like that, so we can get to crypto toys. But yeah, there's a lot of good peptides out there, but there's always risks with everything. But like peptides are good. Yeah, I think growth hormone's actually really good too. But you have to just not get into retarded levels of it. Like there's actually a good case that every 20-year-old should be, 20-year-old, yes. Every 20-year-old should be on growth hormone, actually. Not even joking around. Because basically you peak out around 18, 19 on basic production of not just growth hormone, but IGF-1. And you basically just start going down from there. And then it goes really bad around like 40 to 60. That's where you just
beginning of the end.
It's fucking over. So you can slow down. You can actually look at Frank Grillo. He's 60 years old.
And
he looks fucking like late 30s or like basically a burnt out late 30 guy or like a burnt out like 41-year-old. But he looks good, bro. He's like he looks like he's fucking these 33-year-old bitches like fucking raw.
Nice.
Like Frank Grillo looks incredible. And he's 60. I wish I looked like Frank Grillo at 60.
Hey,
He looks incredible, dude.
30 more years.
Michael Hearn, my God, sir. But Michael
You mean
Hearn's
the most
on
natty man on earth?
He's the most mad. Yeah, he's like, I mean, there is. I mean, it's the eggs, dog.
It's the duck eggs.
It's the duck eggs. He looks like he's 43. I know, but a good in shape. I'm not showing trend.
I
Dog.
would say for most guys, right, if they try to keep themselves in shape as they get older, it's like it doesn't really hit the tipping point until about like age 65.
Yeah.
Right. At that point, it's just like, yeah, you're old. Like you're gonna be old,
and you're pretty cooked already. You know?
Yeah. And like I think it was William Shatner. I'd seen a video of him recently.
He aged gracefully.
Yeah, he was like 90, or he is like 90. He's still alive, right? It's like 90, 93, something like that. And he looks like he's like in his mid 60s. So it's kind of like what you can probably, after you get, what age would it be? Maybe after you get to
get yourself to a high point, or to like
to kind of like maintain like looking good. So I think like from 50 years old onwards, it's like you have kind of like a 20 to 30 year back in the, like if you're really
it has to be 50s have to be the last stop. You have to get it together by 50.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I mean, but you're not gonna look like if Charlie, if you got it together like
what are you saying?
No, I know, but you know, not even like that.
What are you saying? No.
I'm just saying, if you got like 6 pounds, you know, 6 figures, 6 feet, 6 inches. But like as an example, right? Like it's like if you let's say you're trying to be maxed out, like 10 out of 10 body. It's easier now, but 10 years later, it's even harder. 10 years later, like it's fucking like, oh my God.
True.
Yes, I dissed him. Yes, absolutely. You know, but but like 50s, like you're so young enough where like you can still go to the gym, work out. 60s, you're fucking playing with fire a little bit right there. You're not, you're really just maintaining, you're cruising.
Yeah.
Trying not to
In
destroy
60s,
yourself.
man, you're waiting to pop a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, you can pop your hip fuck 50, you can pop your
yeah,
hip.
but
Like,
60s
the 40s is where you
out?
can bust your knees out. And 40s is the knees, where your knees go out. Like people are making all these jokes about 30-year-olds and their knees like cracking and not working anymore, but it's really their 40s. Dude. I've seen a lot of 40-year-olds. That's when your ACLs, they break their ACLs.
Those people just getting fat.
Yeah, but it's the inactive of like just sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
It's usually office workers, but like you're just not doing anything. And like, have you seen that thing where like people are these guys decided to do a fantasy football league, and they all race on the track. The fastest 40 got to choose first.
Oh shit!
I think like 9 out of 10 guys basically busted their knee.
Okay.
It was one of the most impressive, unathletic things I've ever seen. Like all of them, like I pulled a hammy.
It's kind of like the beer leagues.
Yes.
Yeah. Like no, I think for what do you call it? Yeah, I mean, if I were to try to like run like a 40-yard dash right now, oh my God, like I'd get the worst time ever.
A 440 flat.
Yeah, knees over toes, guys, is really good for knee problems. Like that machine, I think I showed that machine. It's not a reverse hyper, but it's basically like you're on your knees and it has weights right here. It was created by what's his name, West Side Barbell creator. What's called Louis Simmons, rest in peace. Like it has like a big plate right here with weights on it, a pad. It basically helps you lower yourself down so you can build up a ton of strength in your knees so you won't have that ACL tear.
So it's a hip hinge.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I won't mention names on here, but kind of reminds me of that one guy who injured himself like when he was young, right? Trying to do too much on.
Yes, I know that.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
I know exercise don't even make sense.
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's just like, no matter what age, as long as if you're doing stupid shit, right? Like if you're not taking care of yourself, you're doing stupid shit. Like you don't like at least maintain like basic shit. Then yeah, you're just not gonna age well. I think it's like what do you call it? You see the people when you go back to certain places, they're at the same bar, they're doing the same shit, and it's like, man, they could just be in so much of a better spot if they just like what do you call it? Just like not maintained. What's the word for it? Like kind of just take care of like the basics.
Yeah, it's not maintained, but it's like you're
forgot the word. There's a word for that. But anyways,
like maintenance basically.
Yeah, it's just like basic stuff, right? So
because baseline.
And it catches up to you once you are like 60, 70, 80 in that age, because then people start dying from that type of stuff.
The cheapest piece of equipment you could buy to protect your knees right here, it's probably a reverse hyper. It's not a reverse, it's a Hyper Pro right here. That's good for like doing like these. I think there's a different version of it. There's like a new version of it basically where you can lie flat on this, and basically you can sort of basically do these Nordic curls effectively and stuff like that. Like a freak athlete has a really good machine. You have to find it and stuff. The other one is getting a Nordic curls machine basically. But you can take me down, Kyle. Yeah, the Latinas past 25. Yeah, I literally justified misogyny. I showed my teenage girl cousins. I showed them a bunch of memes of getting Latinas getting fat and ugly as fuck at 25. I showed a ton of them. Like, I scared them straight. I was like, it's like, let me tell you. So I had my aunts looking at me crazy though. But my girl cousins were like taking notes and shit. I was like, you want to know how you can be rare Pokemon? How you can be rare Latinas? Fucking go to the gym. Like, dude, like it's like that's the Latina's main weakness. They don't fucking go to the gym, dude. Like it's insane, dude.
It's the culture and the food, man.
We're a cycle behind, bro. I've been saying this for a while. We're
So
just
you're
a
saying they
cycle.
all become towards us?
Yeah, well, I mean, 80%, bro. 80%. There's some girls, you see them, they're just naturally skinny. They're always going to be skinny. There's like some body type ones, like the girls that are like they couldn't weigh more than $120 to save their life. Those girls stay skinny forever. You look at their moms, the same things. There's basically if they worked out, you could probably increase the population of fit Latinas by like 20-30%, which is a massive amount.
Inflation, baby.
Those hot Cheetos caught up. Look at this. These aren't my Cheetos, but yes, this is the enemies. The enemy right here. Yeah. They go to the gym, they stop traffic. But yes, let's go to some super chats. I think we had a thanks. Oh, so yeah, Bon Kai, thanks, Jen. Thank you, brother, for the $2 super chat. We have Dawn just joined the CMC Q4 and take profits. See you all there. Hey, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. Oh yeah, be patient, you guys. You guys will be make sure to check your email. You'll be getting an email link with both the links channel as well as the links to the actual main chat for the Q4. Later on, we'll be sending an email later on to give you guys the chat group for the cash out course as well. Yeah, but that'll happen a little later.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got Ink right here with a $10 super chat. Hey Charlie, hey Miguel, just joined Q4 in the Take Profits bundle. Got my Striper suite. Sent a DM on Telegram. Just checking if I use the correct email so you can confirm I'm in. Yeah. Don't worry.
No, you got the receipt. You're good, bro. So like all you need to do is just wait within 24 hours. You should have the email that's introducing you to the Telegram groups, like Miguel said.
Yeah.
If it does go more than 24 hours after your purchase, like give it like a little bit of grace time, but you can send an email to support@cultivatecrypto.com and we'll have Liam basically help you out there. So
definitely. That's it for super chats right now. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Miguel said Cheetos are the condiments. That's right.
Bro, Nick G knows what's up, bro. If they're sweeping in front of their house, they're legit.
Yeah. No, definitely and stuff like that. But like, yeah.
There was the thing I was gonna say. We were talking about fat Latinas. There's a meme I saw the other day on AOC. Right, it was like how it started, how it's going, and then how it's gonna end up. And I think like what they used the I think it was the lady from what was it, Family Guy or something. There's like
the house cleaning lady.
Yeah. They showed
Consuela.
They showed AOC when she started her career, and then now, and then they put that one. That's next time.
Like, so I'm first generation, right? So like my parents' generation, their weakness is not this hot Cheeto crap. It's these fucking tortillas.
Yep.
Oh my god, it is the bane of their existence because it's like they grew up poor and it's like they were using tortillas a lot to kind of fill in calories, But now it's just an unhealthy smoking habit.
It really, really is.
Because like too much pasta.
Yeah, seriously,
yeah. Yep.
Tortilla and the bean. No, the bean. Yeah, you're not really going to gain that much beans. It's a tortilla, dude.
Because you do what? It's like 120, 130 calories per tortilla if you're making homemade.
The beans just keep you regular.
Yeah. Yeah. My parents with the fufu. What's a fufu?
Fufu is like I don't know where in Africa it is, but it's basically this like paste almost. It's kind of like a starchy paste.
Oh, it's like the stuff that is in like Ethiopian food and stuff. Yeah.
Yes,
like monfongo, like monfongo or something.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like a thing that
like
you can. It's kind of like when what they call it, Indians like have like the curry, they dip it in or whatever. It's like this thing that you can break up.
Naan bread or something.
Yeah, it's kind of
like a bread, but it's like a
more
starchy substance. Yeah. It's almost like mochi kind of.
It's a rice pasta. Okay. Sammy here with the big words right here. Yeah, there we go. Beans are.
It's
good
like
fiber.
dough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to kind of see it.
Yeah, but the amount of protein you get from beans, there's protein in beans, but it's not that great, really. It's like, but it's, some protein better than better than zero.
It's like this.
Wow,
like
that
a
shit
little
was
dough,
good.
and then you're supposed to break it into pieces and then dip it in.
I'm not gonna lie though, that dough, once it hits your stomach, it does feel like it's gonna run through me though, because it looks very uncooked, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, that actually was a crazy one when I seen how I never thought of tortilla chips, but like it's literally just 4 pieces of our tortilla. That has been one of the biggest, like, oh my Lord, God Christ. Because you think like chips and wok, right? You have a couple chips. You're like, oh, I just had like 3-4 tortillas. Holy
I guess
shit.
I see what you're trying to say. Because I was like,
because it gets
that's always what I've thought about tortilla chips. I'm always like, yeah, that's why they're named tortilla chips. But
you don't think about it. You're like,
I kind of do.
It's sort of like being,
But no, I know what you mean. Like when you're eating a lot of dip, like and you also don't think what the calories of the dip itself. Either.
Right. I mean, it's just like you live your whole life in Germany.
What am I gonna do? I'm Hitler's top guy. Adolf Hitler chose me to lead the revolution. Oh. Adolf Hitler needs me? Okay, I'll do it. I'm going to bat for you, Hitler. I got your back, Hitler.
Sam Hyde's hella funny, dude. But especially if you go to a restaurant, yeah. No, you try to be open minded about all foods. You're on vacation, go have some food. Go have some. It's fine. But you can't like chilaquiles. I love chilaquiles, especially the ones my mom makes. But like they're not the best. I had to imagine. I mean, like calorie wise, like
you're on vacation to a cannibal island. You win in Rome.
Eat the fucking porridge, right? But so if you guys have signed up for the Crypto Mindset course, within 24 hours or less, you will receive a confirmation email that will give you the links to get into the chat groups. Be sure to check spam folders, as well as we've had people asking when the email's going out for the Citadel. They have gone out.
Yep.
Just check your spam folder and double check your main emails. One tip I can give you guys: turn off your VPNs. And sometimes I've noticed even on some of my emails, they don't load with the fucking VPN on.
Oh, really?
I have no idea why. The more you turn it off, like boom, everything starts loading again. And then you go back to South Africa. But yeah, thank you, Franklin.
Nice.
But yeah, carbs are bad. Added sugar is worse. Yeah, but carbs are not like that. I mean, look, the carnivore diet and all that stuff's good for you. I mean, it's good for you, but like you do need some carbs. Some people are going to fight me on that. Like you don't have to be that like crazy about it. The whole thing is about portioning yourself.
What do you call it? Like if you don't have anything, you like feel just very like drained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
because what's that, the keto diet or something?
Yeah, what's keto carnivore basically is right, like it's in that range there, yeah. But I mean, we're just reinventing. Like, there's only three things. There's fucking carbs, fats, and protein, and we're just reinvent. There's three things, and we're just playing like a game of reduction. Of like, I'm an all fat diet guy. I'm an all protein guy. I'm an all carb. That one's gonna be, but like, and it's just different combinations. The Atkins diet, like the fucking paleo diet, the paleo plus diet, the carnivore diet, and then the vegan diet. And it's like
going on that one.
it's just a pescatarian. I'm a pescatarian.
What the fuck is that?
They only eat fish, yeah. And then there's like weird ones where like it's okay to eat eggs, but they can't eat anything living, but like eggs are okay, and like just a lot of like
hoop jumping.
Just eat enough protein and like just watch. That's it. Like enough.
Buy Bitcoin, buy Ethereum, buy Solana, and then
buy
DJ the rest.
Yeah, DJ and the rest and shit. Like, like I eat PulseChain and shit. It's pistachio ice cream, but like once in a while.
Yes, see, we can agree. Vegan is for homosexuals.
Yeah, yeah. Vegans are for. I mean, yeah. I mean,
kale eating motherfucker.
I do look. If let's just say you're like I meet you and I think you're 10 out of 10. If you tell me you're vegan, I have to at least think you're an 8 in my brain.
Yeah,
there's like you're a little less in my head.
I think I saw something on like a YouTube short comment or something, and this lady was basically saying like why it's bad to eat or like things or like animals or whatever. You have to eat plants, and then like the guy, some guy in the comments like copied exactly everything she said, but then just applied it to plants. And then somebody else took it further and is just like, no, you just eat straight carbon. Like plants are too feeling. Rocks are also part of like our old ancestry. So just like eat the carbon, bro.
They have a reaction.
Now, Brian, that's actually a great question. Thank you. Because we get this question all the time. Yeah, Brian asked, great question. Can we use the purchase of CMC as a tax write-off? If you can, that's education. Yes.
Yes, especially like you have to situate yourself right. So definitely talk to your tax professional about that. But yeah, you have to like, what do you call it? Have like an LLC for that.
Yeah, usually. People have bought it through their business because it is education and stuff like that. And plenty of people have used it as a write-off because it's education. So yeah. Oh, my bad, Sarah.
Hekinashi Larry's been trying to get some attention. He says, "I just can't believe the bull run's over."
The sun diet to most people. The whole hard thing is just like it's self-control. It's difficult sometimes. And like sometimes it's super late at night. You haven't eaten you haven't eaten in a while. You get hungry again. You have the fourth meal. Not good, but you kind of do it to yourself. You know. Mm-hmm. I mean, most people look. They say you can never really outwork off bad diet. But that's not entirely
partially.
True. It's partially
I would say
true.
it's mostly true, but yeah.
Any guy that I've known that's worked out every single day, I mean, like weights and a little, they don't get fatter.
You're like a nomad walking across Africa. Yeah, you're not going to get fat.
You're not going to get fat. You know what I mean?
Miguel, I'm gonna do the GOMAD, gallon of milk every day. That's the GOMAD diet.
Oh, is that the GOMAD diet?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
But then you have to walk
drink
like
a
30
gallon
miles
of milk. It's like 2,000 or 3,000 calories. A gallon of milk every day, and that's all you're doing.
Yeah, just don't eat too much and work out and be good and stuff like that. And here's the scary part is that so there's drugs like Ozempic, right? That's I'm trying to remember the name of the things. It's this is what's scared. This is one of the first things that scared me in a long time about the food industry is that these are called. Kyle, do you know what they're called? It's like the technical name for like Ozempic as an example. It's like GLP, right? They're creating. There's getting the food industry is getting so scared of Ozempic and these other drugs that they're creating GLP blockers to put into food.
Yeah, dude. It's glucagon.
This is evil. This is the first. This one right here. This is evil.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've all been ever since the 70s and stuff. It's gotten worse and worse and worse. But goddamn, like that's like all of a sudden, like people. What if they made it so where like just that, but then other things like they engineered it so like you're always hungry. That'd be.
This is facts right here.
You're talking about a Black Mirror episode.
Yeah,
yeah, literally.
Could be.
That's insane.
If they haven't done one on
dude.
that, they should.
GLP. It's okay. It's in the line of like okay. Somebody earlier asked about peptide. You see how smart I am in this? I'm even smarter in crypto. But like
1,000 years.
All right. What's this one? Is that yours?
It's the full one.
Jesus Christ. But natural, these are basically you have receptors in your body. So through these through hormones that's testosterone, steroids and stuff. They activate certain things in your body. Then you get down to peptides. Peptides are also taking care of certain basically receptors in your body to get certain results. Same thing with these GLP blockers. They pretty much trick your body thinking you're full. And they kind of give you basically a full not disgusting, but almost some people actually end up getting like dizzy or to the extent of like extreme, like not disgust.
Well, I think because people like, what do you call it? They take it and then they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, I think aren't you supposed to be like working out like proper when you're doing that?
The big thing on Ozempic, do not take Ozempic. You guys, please do not. It's the shittiest version ever. But Ozempic will cause muscle loss.
Yeah,
it's very powerful. It will cause muscle loss.
If the person works out?
Yes.
Yeah. Really?
Yes, because you just won't have appetite. You literally will you have to forcefully try to hit a certain level of
you have to
protein.
You have to what do you call it? As whenever you work out, you're gonna meal prep plan, do all that stuff usually, right?
Yeah, you have to meal. But the thing is, if you're already this stuff works incredible for bodybuilders, but bodybuilders are already a very specific type of person, dedicated. Meal prepping, tracking macros. This doesn't sound like the average fat person.
No, right. But I mean, if you're going to take it seriously, but you're right. They take it mostly as like a get rich quick kind of thing, right?
Like there's a picture of a girl. She was like a little chubbier, but she had the fattest, nicest tits ever. And then she took Ozempic, and she got skinnier, but her tits went like flat. It's such a oh my god,
tragedy.
It's tragedy. But there's also
modern day tragedy.
There's also Ozempic is actually really good if you have problems with gambling or with smoking cigarettes because
gambling.
Yes, it dampens the pleasure responses.
Yep.
Ooh,
that's one of the mechanisms how it works and stuff. And there's now newer versions. There's called GLP-2s, GLP-3s.
Yep.
Right now we're on GLP-3, which is retatrutide. Which is a much safe. If you're going to use Ozempic, use retatrutide all the way. Then they're now working on GLP-4, but it's been failing. They haven't found something better than GLP-3 and stuff. So don't skip two. Just go straight. If you're going to use this shit, go. It's the safest version is retatrutide. All the bodybuilders are using it right now. It has a bunch of good things. It actually it will literally lower your it'll basically make you more insulin sensitive, which is really good, and it also will cure like if you have fatty liver disease or like you've been your heart drinking a lot of liquor and your liver's all fucked up. It'll reheal your liver.
Oh wow!
So it's like there's a bunch of really good health benefits, but it also it's proportioned in a way where like the Ozempic side is much lower and controlled, where like Ozempic, you're just taking the full dose. You're taking like a lot of it and stuff like that. There's always risk and stuff, but the GLP-4s are working on them right now. they're not that great right now. Most of them are like they're not better than the 3s. So like right now, like Ozempic's only thing allowed in doctors right now for like $1,000 a month or some shit like that. Within probably 2027, 2027, GLP-3 will be out on the market. It's going to completely displace Ozempic. Like, I mean, entirely displaced. And then the retatrutide is going to end up going for on the doc. I mean, I'm not even lying. Like the shit's getting so popular, even on the bodybuilding websites where people buy it and stuff. It used to be cheap. It's going for like hundreds of dollars now. And when it goes from the pharmaceutical side where like you can go to the doctor and get it, it's going to be thousands a month because it really works. It really works. But it's also like, people just have to know what they're doing. You know, but the bodybuilders, the thing is the bodybuilders are, this is why I'm always into that scene. The bodybuilders are ahead of the curve when it comes to all this shit. Like all the bodybuilders, like the reason I knew was like, all the bodybuilders were like, man, fuck taking that COVID shot. And these are guys who stick needles in their ass.
Yeah.
That you knew.
Good
like,
point.
These bodybuilder guys are experimenting on themselves, but eventually they figure it out before anyone does, and they're on it. Yeah. Crypto chemist. Thank you.
Is there...
I should get that picture of that fat guy like next to all the butt cheeks. Like,
He's like surrounded.
He went to a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament going like next to butt cheeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was this really fat guy with a neck beard guy, and there's all these. He's at a card tournament. And there's tons of these fat guys with their butt crack showing. So he started taking pictures of this tournament like next to their cracks like this, like dozens
like
of
plumber
photos.
crack. You're talking about? I thought you were talking about the good kind of crack.
No, I wish. Bro, I mean, just go like.
Yikes!
But
it's kind of funny though.
Yeah, it's kind of funny and stuff. But most people, most of you guys are. I mean, I'm not unless you're like. I mean, most guys here, like, you're probably going to get on testosterone at 40. I'm just going to be absolutely real with you guys. There's competitive advantage too. You're going to be able to hold, just like we were talking about earlier in the stream, to hold. This is some of the bonus stuff we talk about later in the courses when people ask on AMAs if they want to, basically. But if we also I answer questions like this in the Citadel as well.
Yeah. No, we have a what do you call it? Open forum.
Yeah. Are you new to the trenches? But yeah. Oh, he got banned for that? No. Dang, that sucks. But it's about maintaining, and two, you don't think you're in a like this. This is a famous example I've always said about like. So I had buddies of mine invite me out to like these Mexican dances, right? When I was younger, right? And I would go, I'd get dressed up and stuff, but I didn't really never wear boots anywhere, so I just wear normal shoes. And then I'm like,
yeah, you told me. About
yeah. So basically, they're playing a game on me. I was taller than everybody in there. So what they did is these motherfuckers were all wear their fucking boots that made them with like a 3-inch lift on them. So like everyone at these things are fucking like so taller now.
Kind of reminds me of podcasters doing this shit.
Oh yeah.
Like I gotta be like 7 feet tall, bro.
But I don't know why. Like sometimes I'll like what's it during Access Vegas or whatever, there'd be like a ton of different people here. But I like swear some of those guys on the podcast just like lift the seat.
Yeah.
Because like I'm like, why is it like that? Like I have like zero leg room here. I'm like, oh, somebody's just trying to make themselves look taller. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Someone asked us, why is the fucking studio looking like Poison Ivy's layer?
Welcome to the crypto jungle is what they say.
Yeah. So then it was one of the first kind of like not red pill moments, but like I really like, oh, these guys, even though they're my friends, and then these people here at these dances, we're in a sexual competition. Even though like you're sure you like this girl, but you don't think it's like this huge thing. And then I go to this thing and I'm like, oh no, I'm at a competitive disadvantage. My advantage has been dampened basically for not having boots and stuff. And the boots are basically to make everyone fucking taller. That's all it is. Sure, they can look cool no, it's basically to make shorter guys taller. 100% and tall guys to be taller. If you're not wearing boots and shit, you're basically like, you're fucking yourself basically. And that's what it was. And I was like, wow, that's great. So there's all these secret games that are being played. And if you don't have an adult or your dad or your big brother, I didn't have, like, my dad would tell me stuff, but like, I didn't have an older brother telling me anything. Right. So I was the older brother. So I was just going into this world, fucking hitting every fucking door of my face until I learned eventually. Right. And like, I got to teach Kyle this stuff. I'm teaching my son this stuff. And it's like people running games on you, you know? And the thing is like we're in an intrasexual competition. I mean, literally, whether we like it or not, there's something called the halo effect. The better looking you are, the more people treat you better, give you chances. You're a good looking kid, man. All right, let's give you a shot. You try this internship. Okay.
Fail miserably.
Yeah, fail miserably, but like you got the chance to open the door.
Is 5'11" cooked?
Lean is law. No, 5'11 is not cooked. No. 5'6".
Yeah.
No, I'm joking
Under
around.
5'7", it starts to get.
Yeah, but you can be jacked. But you have to be
Yeah.
look. And if you're that height, you just be jacked, and that's what you have to do. I mean, this
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Jones did the same thing.
Yeah, Chris Jones, the Zeke's great.
The whole don't read a book by its cover. Yes, they are. They definitely are and stuff like that. So go gadget legs. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not getting it, height enhancement surgery, you're just poor. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get your knees done. What the fuck?
You don't get your knees done. But it's dog. That one's you have to be mega famous. Tyrion Lannister.
Tyrion Lannister
level. Every Mexican's 5'7". I guess I'm not Mexican.
I guess I'm not either.
5'6" is cooked unless you have makeup. What? Anyway, but definitely hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell for all this incredible information. But this is kind of the way of the world and stuff like the thing is you have to get your money up. As the older you get, look, I don't want to say that money's everything, but you fucking
Dude,
is.
If you're 60 and you're poor, sorry, bros.
You're looked down on. You're looked down on real bad. You failed.
I mean,
you failed.
It sucks, right? Can you imagine? Just I don't know, I don't know. There's just so much opportunity in the world, especially every decade. There's a new opportunity, right? There's crypto, there's AI, there's other stuff, right? And just take advantage of those opportunities. I think we had one guy in the course last cycle who was I missed every opportunity I ever saw, Microsoft, Apple, Google, all this stuff, right? And he's I ain't missing this one. Good for him, right? He got a lot of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He made himself set up good. But yeah, you're right. With money, the older you get, it's just it's harder and harder and harder. And especially, I think the turning point career-wise, because
Jesus.
Peak earning years are the age of 25 to 45, right?
Yes.
Or you could say 30 to 45, somewhere in there is peak earning years.
Yeah.
By the time you get to 50,
you're maintaining at most.
Barely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you start getting demoted, you start getting salary cuts, you start getting all that type of stuff.
Damn, Charlie, I didn't know you're on trend. We're coughing all over roller. Soon.
But yeah, so no, it's just and by 55, they just okay, you're a contract worker. They start trying to kick your ass out the door because it's cheaper to go younger. So and you have to literally get to the C-level suite to stick around. By that point, even the C-level people start getting clocked off. So it's what's that show called in South Korea? Not Hunger Games, but it's kind of
Squid Games.
Yeah, it's kind of like Hunger Games, Squid Games, something like that.
Good show.
In the corporate world, once you get past age 50, it's and if you haven't saved and you're let's say your lifestyle is pretty expensive compared to your salary, and you start going down, you start having to downsize and stuff, it gets really bad. So yeah, money's not everything, but it makes things a lot easier. I'll tell you that much.
If you're 5'6", just say you're 5'7".
Yeah.
Just
if you're 5'7", you might as well say you're 5'8",
Yeah. And if you're 5'8", you might as well say 5'11".
I mean,
right.
Well, yeah, and then we have to round up, So
then I'm 6'1" now. But all seriously, I'd probably just say 5. I mean, you're gonna wear shoes and shit. You're gonna be 5'7" anyway, so yeah, say 5'7". But all jokes aside, I want to just read this comment because it just made me laugh a little bit. But 5'6" here, so clapping these Latinas and Asians. Now, okay, let me give you some Big Brother advice here, which I'm probably not older than you, but I don't know. But legitimately, if you are passport broing out here, or you go in other countries and stuff, here is one thing I will say that there's a positive and negative to it. Usually, when you go into other foreign countries, you're getting hotter chicks, or at least you're having sex.
Say he's going to foreign countries.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just I'm assuming. I'm assuming. Right, but no, I'm just assuming. But but this is a good example. Is that if you are doing that, this is one thing that I see people doing is that they're essentially getting with in a lot of foreign countries, girls are actually even shorter than American girls. You're getting
sometimes.
So, well, I mean, depending on where you're going.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, if you're going to third world countries, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Not sure. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. It's all good, G. But what I'm trying to say is if I was that height, I would be making it a background. Not my number one goal. I'd make sure the girl's pretty, but I would make sure this girl is taller than me. Because we need to fix the gene pool. That's one big thing I see a lot of. I see kind of tallish guys get with really short girls a lot, and the basketball players do this a lot. It's why is my kid stuck in the NBA? No,
yeah.
Well, you capped them at.
I'm trying to think of which NBA player actually which sports stars actually had sons that did well. I'm
proud of you, frankly.
It's a rare, but
Yeah, genetics maxing. You don't have to make it the full focus, but like if you're like example, like if I'm 6'1", right? It's like I like what I feel is weird dating some girl that's 5'11". Not really. Like I don't care. Or 5'10". That's actually tall for a girl. That means like in her genetics,
especially if she's wearing heels.
Yeah, especially wearing heels. I'm so tall than her.
Yeah,
yeah, happens a lot. I've seen I've seen some crazy. I've seen like I wouldn't say 6'6". I've seen 6'5" with like a 4'9" girl or 4'11". I was like, man, dog. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
But you know, it is what it is. You got to work what you got and stuff. If you got to go to another country, do what you got to do. It's your life, dude. Do what you got to do. Go have sex. Go have fun. But like, I mean, seriously. I mean, obviously, make sure they're pretty, but make sure like they're taller than you because you'll accept it. It is sort of something I would imagine if let's just say like whatever height I am right now. Let's just say I started like I got with some girl that's 6'5". Let's just say I got some girl from 6'5", man, some Amazonian chick, right?
Go down full Demby.
I would deep down some nights feel like I'm getting emasculated by this bitch. God damn it! But then then I know. Wait, say that? What?
You married Brittany Griner.
Brittany, I'm not down that bad, dog. Fuck, dude. She's a chick with no dick,
or with one,
with one, right? But like it is the sort of thing where like, you know, a little taller that way, like, you know, your son's gonna be taller than you, and you're improving the situation and shit. You know, it's that's what it is. You know, like if you get with some, let's just say I get with some girl that's 6'5", right? My kid, there's basically 0% chance any guy or girl, any girl I have or a guy I have is going to be at least 6'1", same as me, or 6'5", like the mom, or 6'3". The genetics from the male side have increased. Now, here's also the danger is I've now also introduced height to my girl side, but these bitches have to take the hit. Sorry.
Well, and it's also a little bit randomized.
Correct. It is randomized. Yeah. The girls are usually short. 6'5" is very, very tall for a girl. That's wow.
That's like Brock Lesnar's daughter.
Yeah. There's actually a way to stop it. Actually, you want to know how?
No.
You give them estrogen during their so you give them don't do this, but be careful. But like you give them estrogen pills during when they're actually having their period and stuff like that. And basically, what it does, the estrogen will close their bone plates sooner.
Oh,
so you
that's kind of brutal.
That's what happens to all of them.
Yeah.
No, that happens to all the chicks.
Oh, but naturally.
Naturally, yes.
Yeah.
That's what girls go into what do you call it? Puberty. Go into puberty, and then their estrogen spikes really high, and then that's what happens. Their bone plates start closing. That's why girls are shorter than guys.
Right.
Guys hit puberty, testosterone, but eventually the estrogen we do have eventually closes our bone plates.
Okay.
That's what happens.
Interesting.
Yes. This is also how like you can also make guys taller as well, is that you take, and don't do this, but this only works during a puberty with guys, is that you basically take estrogen blockers, Arimidex and stuff, which is a bodybuilding thing for estrogen, kills about 90 to 100% of the estrogen. And that basically will continue. Well, you basically the people have gotten about 1 to 3 inches of extra height from doing this. Along with they take some growth hormone, but like, you know, I don't know. But like this has been done and proven since 2002. 2002.
Did you say like Barron Trump or something? That, right.
Allegedly, one of the doctors from that study was one of Barron's. I've actually speculated a lot that because like one of like Barron's doctors growing up and stuff was one of the doctors in that study.
Oh,
because there was like 8 or 6 doctors that conducted that study, and I was like, "Whoa!" So because I think he would have been Donald Trump's side, they just made him taller. But what I just signed into the light. You've signed into the. You know what you signed into, dude. You know what you signed into. This is what you signed into, man. I mean, what else?
You buy this for $39.99. Guess what, folks? You take the L away. You put a W there, baby. You're a winner, man. You're the real deal. You're picking up chicks. Let me tell you something. You buy this set at $39.99, baby, you're the cock of the walk, man. You walk into the bar and you just find the hottest chick and you go, you, me. Guess what? She says, why would I go out with you? Because I bought the deal on Wild West Deals for $39.99. That's why. She says, can I go home with you? That's how simple it is. That's how it works. That's what this set brings to the table. Because you know what she sees? She sees a man who knows what he wants. She sees a man who says, good deals don't get by me, baby. I move. I act quick. I act now. I go to wildwestdeals.com. Boom. That's why you're hanging with chicks all night long. That's why you got guys like Michael Jordan calling you, wanting to hang out with you, baby, because you bought it for $39.99.
Here first, man. If you don't get in the CMC quarter 4, you're going to be short. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Genetics not going to improve. Cheeks not going to be clapped. Pause.
You're literally, your spine's literally just gonna digress.
Yeah. It's insane, dude. I mean, we're literally giving you $100 off the bundle right now too.
True.
Get in.
True. Yeah, I think what the bundle right now is, there's the $9.98 for the course, and then $4.98 together is the bundle. But yeah, once we get into webinars, it'll be $5.98. So
yeah,
don't delay.
Don't delay. Napster, I've heard, David. I don't know. So they tell me.
Mm-hmm.
You're just now telling us, and game is game, dog. Game is game. But one thing, every crypto mindset course from this point on forward, we're going to be increasing the price on the cash out course.
Yep.
Eventually, we'll be having the crash out course.
Yep.
Yeah, we promise we'll do it, man. W bundle, man. So also, of course, every month that you're in the Citadel, you get $50 of the next crypto mindset course. Some people just decide not to use the discount to maximize it later. Totally good strategy, but definitely you don't want to miss this one, because this course is going to basically handhold you for the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to go into
all the way
craziness.
into the end.
Yeah,
and maybe even a little bit of
all
the beginning.
the way to the end. Some guys in here, like I saw some guy trolling in here saying Bitcoin top 135. It could happen. I think it's a couple grand short, but it's possible. But this is stuff that we're gonna, me and Charlie, during the crypto mindset course, Q4, and the cash out course, we are gonna ring the bell. Hey, you guys, we have hit the zone. Actually, you don't have the Undertaker. Oh, dang.
I can switch no, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Switch me out, Cap. There we go. W Cal.
Worth it.
Yeah. It's not just insurance, but I mean, it's literally the life raft to get the hell out of Dodge, man. Mm-hmm. Look,
and yeah, that's actually, I mean, at the end of the day, it's freedom.
It's freedom. Yeah. Like we're gonna for the whole month of October, we're gonna not be on YouTube, and honestly, depending on how the schedule goes, we're probably gonna be a good beginning chunk of November as well.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna be on here and stuff like that on YouTube. We're only gonna concentrate on you guys
next year.
Yeah. Merrick Health's good. I've actually used Merrick Health in the past, you guys. I liked them initially, but it's just like
that's more.
It's not what I wanted. It's
That's
not what
Derek's
it's
company,
It's
right?
Derek's company and stuff. It's
Yeah.
not exactly what I wanted, if I'm being honest.
Oh no, you're not in the same spot as me.
Oh, well, you gonna play something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, somebody said change your smoke detector battery. They actually.
Oh, it's right here, Charlie.
Oh, right.
Careful, it's right next to this one, though.
Oh, okay.
Careful, Charlie. Careful, okay?
You can't press that.
You can't press that. Man, I didn't think I was gonna get so much use out of this one, but all jokes aside, we pour our blood, sweat, and tears into this and stuff like that. We're going on a media run right now. We're going to be on Fresh and Fit tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live in Miami. We're literally after here. We're getting on a flight right
going
now.
across the whole goddamn country to make sure everybody hears about PulseChain.
Oh, boy, my arms are tired, Charlie. But yeah, we're flying across the country and stuff to go bring the crypto gospel over to the horse streets of Miami and in South Beach. And we're going to be on the 305 podcast. We're going to do some content with Red Pill Aries as well, and Gary GG33 and a bunch of other stuff as well. And then we're going to be back here in Las Vegas. Should I tell them about the special stream we might do?
Which one?
The one I talked to you right before the stream.
I can't remember.
Okay, well, I'll just say it
Well,
anyway
I'm
now.
gonna mute.
Too late now.
Do it.
Mute. Okay, mute us.
Go, you're good. Oh, yeah. All right, I'll unmute. Go.
So, unmuted now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I had to double check though, because this is going to take a commitment.
Yeah, I guess so. But hey, it's worth it.
So before we stop our media tour and stuff here in Las Vegas, right? When we come back from Miami, we are going to plan out to do a alcohol stream.
Oh,
alcohol Q&A. We're going to have a nice little.
What Miguel means by that is literally we're going to have a a keg here and like a stream of alcohol, right?
Butt chug it. Chug. It's going to be a very interesting stream.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting stream. We're going to do an AMA on it. It's going to be fun. Oh my God, it's going to be hilarious.
Good times.
Yeah, and then we're gonna somehow stumble our way into the craps table at some point, probably that night.
And we'll take the live stream with us.
Wow, it's 6 p.m. the next day. They're still not streaming yet. But looking forward to it. Obviously, we'll give you guys a heads up when we do it. So it's gonna be a really fun stream. $5 a shot. I don't know, maybe 20, man. Because
The shots we gotta increase the price because that one got us on the what was it, Cinco de Mayo last year?
Was the Cinco de Mayo stream was insane.
Yeah, that was fun though.
It was really fun and stuff like that. I'll get some good tequilas. And we'll get some other stuff too as well.
We're just having fun with it. Basically, we just want we just want to shake things up and change things. And see, we just kind of want like a little bit more engagement with the chat stuff. Because I know like we'll just get into like random ass conversations and stuff like that. But yeah, kind of like, cut the bullshit and just talk about, hey, this is what's actually happening with crypto. Yes, you guys are actually all getting rugged by Bitcoin maxis who are selling above 100K Bitcoin.
Legendary drunk stream. That's gonna be the title. Legendary drunk stream. There we go.
Well, yeah, we got to be careful with YouTube.
In
terms of just like making sure it doesn't get taken down, of course, because then it's just apps, not worth it. But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Vodka
with protein.
What in the diarrhea is that, dude? That's how
you keep going.
That's how the Russians do it.
Yeah. Take growth hormone before you go to sleep. Yes.
God damn it, bro.
I'm not lying about that growth hormone shit, bro. I've been sort of like schooled on it recently. I'm like, wow, this shit is gonna like. I'm telling you, I'm doing market research right now. But Uptober, you guys. I mean, I'm really excited for Uptober. We're literally getting interest rate cuts finally. We're getting 3. We're going to be getting 3 this year. We just got in the first one. We got one on the 29th and we got one on the 10th of December. These are huge. I'm hoping of a quick turnaround because, like, do you know what, like, how fast within the year they get the whole list? It's like it's sometime in January they're going to give us the brand new list of dates for the Fed meetings and stuff.
I don't know when that is. Yeah,
but somewhere in January we're going to have like boom the list and
of
then,
all the dates
of all the dates, and then it's on basically. There is just so much to talk about. We're in treasury season. We're in ETF season. I mean, just think. It's happening right now. Printing season sort of about to start, and there's a good chance like printing season is really going to start after May. Once we have the new Fed governor, they're going to go on. They're still like they're still running off the balance sheet at least. I mean, which is kind of bad. But one thing I'm a little scared about, at least for what I got with Jerome Powell on that. This is a conversation I couldn't have like 50 shots in. But basically, I'd be like, Trump just fucked it all up. But
the soundboard will get
used extensively. Yeah, but basically, what the way he made it sound is it sounded like they want to lower interest rates enough to kind of help out a little bit, but they were keeping them high enough just in case something bad happens in the economy, so they could crank them to zero. So, because they want bullets, they have 2 bullets in the chamber. They've been running off the balance sheet. That means they can money print, and they also have the overnight repo market, which they can increase. So they have 2 like overnight repo market maybe first, so they can secretly pump, or secretly market, and then but that only has so many trillions before people are like, what the hell's happening? And then the other one is straight up printing, and the third bullet is taking it from 3%. Like by the time we do these cuts, we'll be at like almost 3% and some change. They can just take us to 0, and that's enough. So that there is like 3 bullets in the chamber. So like I would imagine they're going to probably do overnight repo market printing, and then interest rate cuts, and then last just straight up printing. But that's enough bullets in the chamber there. But I hope it doesn't get to that point. I mean, like honestly, if like, it would be really cool if they just get us to 2% too flat, because the difference between 3 and 1, that 100 basis points between 3% and 4% and 3% and 2% is so insane, because it basically makes it makes saving inside basically it forces savers to have to go look for risk. So it takes a lot of the savings and the money market money, which is like I think there's like $7 trillion in money markets. I have to remember. I think that's the number, $7 trillion in the current like money market accounts, not including savings accounts. That money can start flowing into equities, even if it's just equities. That'll pump crypto too, and then we're off to the races and stuff. No crying in the casino, of course. Yeah, Powell's going to introduce a 10 basis point cut. Oh, shut up! That would be crazy. 10, but like that, they could have done something like that back when Jerome took over, I think in 2016 when they appointed him. That's probably when they should have started. Like, hey, we're going to start increasing rates very slowly. 10 basis points is nothing. They could have done that like every. We're going to increase it like 40 basis points a year for the foreseeable future. They could have just left it at 2%. That would have tempered 21 a little bit. Nothing bad, but it would have. Justified misogyny. It's very unlikely a 50. It's I hope a 50, but it's very likely 25 and 25, which is going to give us a more steady Eddie kind of grip.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, buy stuff that no one wants to buy right now. Crow's taking a beating. It's 22 cents. Sonic's down right now.
The market's crying. It's time to be buying.
Yeah, buy. If you want to just wait till tomorrow, I fully understand tomorrow. Yeah, wait till tomorrow. If it's green,
there's going to be a lot more volatility by the time we get to about noon.
Exactly. But don't forget, there's all these good news coming out, so you can definitely buy, man. Yeah, Sonic's been on fire sale for a while. PulseChain's been on fire sale. I mean, a lot of things have been fire sale. I mean, until we had all that good news on AVAX was on fire sale.
Mm-hmm.
It took like ETF possibility, and then it took the Korean won stablecoin, and it took $1 billion treasury company to like finally to get it to move and stuff like that. You know, we have these things happening for Sonic. Sonic's going to have a treasury company. Sonic's going to be listed on the NASDAQ. It's going to more than likely have an ETF now. They're raising money right now, another $40 million for Flying Tulip again. So they had the initial raise, they're having another raise for $40 million. It's a lot of stuff. Yeah, like Fartcoin. No one's talking about Fartcoin. Fartcoin's cheap. I mean, as stupid as that is, it'll probably do well. Bonk. If you want one of the safest, largest cap meme coins, Bonk.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? Like Bonk is connected to the Trump administration. It's connected to Radium. It's got Bonk.fund. They're competing against them boys and stuff like that. Like it's under $2 trillion market cap right now. What's it at right now? 1.6. Every 100 million it goes down, the multiples increase on this coin. Like, share my screen, Kyle.
Yeah.
Let me make it dark. Actually, it's hurting my eyes. Look at this. Where's it been market cap wise? Let's look. It's been to about. I wouldn't be shocked. It probably it's been to 4 billion, right? So we've secured probably a 2.5x if it goes back to all time highs. It's going to get an ETF listing, a levered ETF listing. It's going to get basically an income ETF listing, which is kind of strange. They're going to have a portion of a treasury company to buy a bonk apparently as well. The pump.fund, the bonk.fund stuff is good. That's also going to launch on there. The connection with Crow token, the connection with crypto.com and the Trump administration with it's just like, what do we Is it crime season? Yes, it's crime season. Yeah, it's like, do I trust Bonk all the way? No. But like, I mean, but you just have to like at some point you just gotta be like, well, there's enough fire, there's enough smoke here. I'm gonna take a couple shots.
Right.
Yeah. And that's it. It's coming down nicely right here. I mean, like it's probably like if you look here, like that's probably a decent price to buy it at. But like I'll buy it 100 million higher. It could go to 1.5. But do what you do, man. But yeah, take me back down, Kyle. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us, man. Join the crypto mindset course. It's live right now, you guys. You can also get in the bundle as well as you go into cultivatecrypto-shop. And yeah, man, we're going to basically tomorrow on the show, we are going to have the actual official basically schedule for the course. We have the chat open for Q4 open right now, you guys. And be sure to check your emails, you guys. So use that Citadel discount if you have it.
Yeah.
You can maximize up to $400 on it and stuff, which is really cool. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and go get that chicken.